out there.
Starlight outlaw, cosmic soldier. Give me space and I'm in a good place. Very serious, mysterious, mind makes right. In for the fight. Starlight outlaw. Starlight outlaw. Starlight outlaw, cosmic soldier. Give me space and I'm in a good place. Very serious, mysterious, mind makes right. In for the fight. Starlight outlaw. Starlight outlaw.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, good evening, whatever the hell time it is for you folks. How's everybody today?
Sweezel.
My balls
Sweezel.
hurt.
I don't know how to cure that, Sasquatch.
With the two hands.
With two hands.
No, I was walking my dog earlier and he like tried to chase a cat that was on the other side of the fence, and the leash caught but didn't actually catch, and so it jerked my hand forward and back, and I basically just fucking uppercutted myself in the jewels
Oh,
with a leash, and it's it's not critical, but it's really all I can think about. I tried to go off on Tootie backstage to take my mind off of it, but OG just
didn't work.
said no to, he said no to that. I was mid sentence and he was like, "Nah, fuck that."
the old gotcha.
I was laughing.
And another thing, Tootie, Starlight Outlaw.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yep.
It made the point, I guess.
Hey, he'll be here shortly. He's taking care of a couple of matters at the moment. He's trying to make
lives.
You damn right. I told him to give me 5 minutes a while ago so I could make a coffee. Making the coffee, then I had to tend to the critters because they were bitching they wanted something to eat, so I had to stop and do that. You know, one thing after another, life happens.
Yes, sir.
So yesterday I tried to do a
care of.
live stream, and just as soon as I hit the go do it button, it played through about half my intro, and then my local net went down for like 3 hours.
Hey, not 30 minutes after yours did it, mine did it, and it didn't come on until after 7 o'clock.
Well, I don't remember. I don't know how long it was out. I didn't check.
A couple more big storms supposed to be coming through y'all's way today or tomorrow.
Welcome that shit. We need rain, like a tick needs a dog, man. Like we need some rain over here, bro. I'm in Georgia. This shit ain't supposed to be dry.
You walk outside, you're coughing up dust out there.
Yeah, no, it's wild, dude. Like I'm not used to really low humidity. This shit is weird. Like my skin's clearing up. I don't know what to make of it.
What was it, 2014 or 2015? It was a real dry summer too. Remember that?
The dry summer I remember was 97. I think it might have been 98.
Well, no, there was another one like in I think it's 2014 or 15. It's never. I was living in Locust Grove. Right over there by
what made this so bad is that 95, 96 were both extremely wet years, and then 97, 98, I think we got like 2 inches of rain over like 2 years. It was fucking absurd. By the end of 97, or rather by August of 97, I went on a hike through the swamp behind my house by walking the whole fucking way. I went and got my feet wet in the creek, stepped across it, and then went to the other road that I was heading to, you know. And usually when the shit starts getting low, the beavers will move out of like their high dams and into like lower areas, and that they've already like prepped for. If you've had a few generations of beavers, that those were empty. The beavers were actually down in the where the swamp typically is, building dams and like shoestrings of water, like ridiculous little fake dams. They weren't even functional. I mean, you can't, if you know it's going to flood, you can't really build a 2.5 mile dam across an open flowing creek that has reduced down to a shoestring.
Yep.
So they would literally go build a little micro dam between a couple of trees to make a puddle deep enough for them to lay in, basically. If you ever seen a dry beaver, dude, it was wild. And the really wild part is because you were walking on the bottom of the swamp, the water line is typically 15, 20 foot above your head. And so there is zero canopy until you get up like 90 feet. Way the fuck up there.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what year that was when Florida had them huge ass fires. It would have had been in the late 80s, early 90s. Because I went to Disney World, had a brand new white conversion van, pearl white or whatever. It was white. But when we left, we had to drive through the fires. And when first place I stopped on Chattanooga, when I got out of the hotel, went out the next morning, that van was black, from the soot. And boy, that shit was thick. Hopefully this rain helps with those fires, because I seen Florida had a pretty good size one going on too.
Yeah, well, I mean I'm wondering. I have a naturally cynical mind, and I'm not sure I buy the quote unquote natural origins of these. Right.
Yeah, well, a lot of them get started by stupid people.
Sure. And I mean, I'll be honest. Look, being where I'm at, we get a few weeks without rain. Things here are raining 3-4 times a week, if not 2 or 3 times a day. The entire ecosystem is designed to shut off water and to mitigate the accumulation of water in various ways, including like tit-bottom trees, hillside growing, that kind of stuff. When you have a situation like we've currently got going on here, man, it wouldn't take nothing but some asshole flicking a cigarette out the window right now to turn this motherfucker into a goddamn Roman candle.
Yeah, I wonder if all this has to do with the pole shift.
I just don't think it's that big. That's kind of what I was chewing in on Teddy about, was making really big deals out of a minor climactic event. If I'm not mistaken, it is a El Nino year on the West Coast. If that's the case, it's going to be another 2 months before we get any significant rain, and then it's going to flood like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
I don't mean like a hurricane blew through and flooded some shit. I mean like it's going to rain 27 days straight. And at the other end of all this, when you look at the math on how much rain we got in a given year, it'll be like an average year. But what that doesn't tell you is that we didn't get any rain for 2 months, and then we got all of our rain in 9 days.
Yeah, kind of like the flood of '93 on the Mississippi River. I never seen so much rain. It just rained and rained and rained.
That was wild. That was a compound effect from several storm systems that were doing that up and to the left bullshit that sometimes happens out there over the plains that made like huge fucking tornadoes and and that shit went on for like weeks. And then there was a hurricane that came in east of the Mississippi, and a series of storms that come in west of the Mississippi, basically caused by the hurricane or tropical depression or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
And it ended up with, what was it, 32 days straight of some amount of rain taking place in the basin.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It was
Every bit of
obscene,
that,
bro. There were places where the Mississippi refilled the old banks. Why?
Yep. And that was the first time I actually got to experience a boil. You know what a boil is, right?
Will the river
You
run
gotta-
back on itself?
No, you got a levee or something. You know, the water's on one side.
Oh,
and
and it
it's
comes
dry
up,
land.
right.
Yeah. And it's like a miniature gusher behind
And I've
you.
always wondered, we let beavers build our dams, so we don't really have that problem. But what do you do about that?
I can tell you what we tried to do
Did it work?
temporarily.
Okay.
We backfilled that hole that the water was spouting out of. I forget 100,000 tons of rock.
That's no good.
Yep.
You build a French drain for that motherfucker. Tell you what you do in a situation like that, and I don't know that this would work. In fact, I have doubts on whether or not this has worked. But you take about that many tons of bentonite and you drop it inside and then dump it into the hole on the outside, and you continue dumping until further notice. When the boil stops, you can consider slowing down. But you basically create a clay plug on the inside and the outside and let it hydrate simultaneously. Because the reason boils happen is because somewhere along the line of that levee, the key, I think it's called a keyway, something like that. I think it's called a key. Anyway, the clay key inside has separated either from the ground or developed a hole in it. And the pressure has allowed the water to push under it, and it bubbles up on the outside. And it's usually along a pathway of things like rocks or roots or an old tree or something like that.
Hey, beautiful. Hey, pretty.
Well,
Hello.
I kicked somebody out. He left.
Yes. We got rid of OG. He was utterly useless. Just sitting there
We got
talking
rid of
on the
OG
phone.
on his own channel.
What was his channel?
What's that?
My plans are working perfectly. Just to show you what I mean, I'm actually in my villain arc currently.
Yes,
Right.
I was going to ask about that a few minutes ago
Yeah.
before we got dipped.
But the image is everything, though. Who's it? Is that like so? It's OG, a Tootie, which I'm assuming she's the fairy.
It's supposed to be me,
Play.
but I want to lodge a complaint with the house because that man is clearly black.
Yeah, I would say he's a little dark skinned, but just
I
like
mean,
Jesus, he could be many colors. I mean, sass.
I
I
do have a black soul, but I don't think this counts.
That's awesome, though. I love that. Looking at the purples and the color, I know it's inspired by someone here. So cool. Love it.
I've seen a couple of water spouts in the wild. When my daughter was like 10, maybe, we went to a beach house over on Edisto Island. And the day we got there, we walked out to the end of the beach walk. It was standing on the beach. And there was this huge supercell blowing in across the sound. And all of a sudden, the supercell kind of broke up a little bit. And there was this freaking enormous tornado thing. This ginormous water spout popped up.
Oh, somebody
went on
made
for
a
a
good
few
point.
minutes.
That looks like Joe Cool as a furry.
Oh my God, dude. I don't want to have seen that. Jesus, you can't unsee it. Fuck. Man, why you ruin everything that's good in life?
It wasn't me. It was Miss Donna in
Donna,
Texas.
what you do now?
She said it looked like Joe Cool is a furry.
Yeah,
What Squatch does in the picture?
In the cartoon. Yeah, look at it.
In the cartoon.
I mean, she's not wrong.
That scene now.
Yeah, you can't unsee it. Once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Thanks a lot. that means that's the one.
What's the best prank you've ever pulled? I got one, and it's dumb as shit. God, I wish I had a YouTube channel back then because it would have been great. But Chuck, best prank you ever pulled?
Oh, you're gonna have to give me a minute to think about it.
Tootie Bug, you ever pull any pranks?
I've never been really a big prankster.
Okay,
RLM.
No, you're gonna think I'm boring, but I'm not a prankster.
All right, so
but not. Yeah.
I'm not a prankster per se, but I ended up staying in North Georgia for like 3 months this one year, and they had this weird little walk-in mall place that wasn't really a mall. It was really like a food court and like a J.C. Penney's or some shit. There was a couple of other little shops over there, but all the kids and everybody in town went to this place as if it was like the local mall rats mall. This was the thing you did on Friday nights, is everybody went to the mall, right?
Yeah, because Georgia ain't got a whole lot of shit for teens to do.
This was an especially small town and an especially out of the way area in Georgia, up near Helen, and I don't even know what the name of the place is, but anyway, everybody goes to this freaking mall. Further north.
Okay, shit. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's in one of those dead-end freaking valleys up there somewhere. It's not far from War Woman Creek.
Okay,
I remember going up that motherfucker forever. But anyway. So I was up there at this place, and I went down the first weekend, and it was a lark. It was kind of cool. Nobody knew me. I didn't know anybody. It was like kind of like a really, really Temu Dave and Buster's with nachos. You could get a corn dog if you were splurging. And you know those magic eye photographs that you see? Like set out in various places where it's like, can you see the ship? And you have to adjust your eyes to be able to see the three-dimensional ship.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So the guy I was staying with over here was like a stage magician, and he did these little travel shows with different, carnivals and fairs and music festivals, crap like that. And he would go and he had a bunch of these things. And one of the things he had was a full-sized gag version of one of those things where, first of all, the only way to find what is written in it is by screwing your eyes up so hard that it gives you a fucking headache, right?
Right.
And second of all, what's written is, why are you still staring? So it's a real one, but it's specifically designed to be absurdly difficult to actually do, right? And he told me about that. And he pointed at it, he was like, okay, and he turned it around, and on the back it had it like fixed to show what it actually was supposed to be, and he flipped it back over. After he left that Friday, or not that Friday, but the next Friday, I stole it, and I took it down to the fucking mall, and I sat down next to the fountain and set it up on, there was like these tripods out in front of the different businesses where they would put signs with a chalkboard about different deals and shit. And one of them was just standing right over there. I just walked up, set it down on it, and just went and sat down on the fucking fountain, the little bench around the fountain area next to the food court. The next thing you know, every single person that wandered through that motherfucker would stop and stare at it for a few seconds. But it wasn't like sudden. It was like one dude, and then a couple, and then a little group, and half the group went away, and then when one person left, a smaller, different, unassociated people would also leave as if they were a part of a group, and then go in their separate directions. It was really strange. The fact that I knew it would be virtually impossible for anyone to solve it because it was specifically designed to fuck with your eyes, and that every single person that went by it stopped for at least 30 seconds to try it, and it resulted in two things. One, a crowd of about 20 people, never got bigger, never got much smaller, just standing there staring at this thing, and most of the time they're not even talking. They're just all individually staring at it. And then the group thing, like I said, 1, 2, 3 people would join, and then one person would be like, you know what, fuck this, and walk away, and a group of 3 or 4 people would leave with them, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 would join, and another small group would leave, but they always left as a group, and I thought that was really weird, and I don't understand it. The guy who ran the business comes out at one point and looks at it, and like, it was the quickest understanding of what was happening I've ever seen in my life. He looked at it, he saw the crowd, and then he looked around to see someone who wasn't sitting there, and saw me sitting there, pointed at me, and went back inside.
What?
I suspect he saw me put that up to start with and was wondering what I was doing, but had waited for me to do something illegal, watching me on CCTV or some shit. And since I never did do anything that was technically illegal, he came out to see what all the hubbub was about and was like, oh, it's one of those magic eye pictures. He went back to work, right? But when he walked away, a group of 3 or 4 people walked into the store with him, which I thought was really interesting because he was only there a split second. It was like they were standing around waiting for an excuse to leave, and since no one else had left, they couldn't leave. And so when he walked up, looked, and walked away, they like glommed onto him and walked into the store and went and bought shit. And that store was hopping all night too, by the way. People just kept leaving and going in there from looking at the thing. I always wondered, does that count as a prank? I mean, I wasted probably 10,000 people's time for however long they stood in front of that thing.
No,
the guy that I was staying with,
prank. Technically, I don't think that was a prank.
The guy that I was staying with found out about it about a week before I left that place, and he come in, and like my parents called me down from the cabin and sat me down and was like, we need to talk, and my parents both get up and leave, and he goes, what made you think to do that? And I was like, I don't know, I was bored, thought it'd be funny to try to watch people try to figure that thing out. You said it was impossible, that like 99% of people couldn't do it, and I was just curious, what would people do if they came across a puzzle they could not solve? And here's what they do. They stand there looking sad for a while, nosh on their nachos, drop a few chips, and what ended up happening is there was a literal scum area in front of it from people standing there eating and drinking and spilling and dropping and stuff like that. Like, you could visually see where the crowd had been standing for the time that thing was up. And I was there for like 6 hours, and I went and picked it up and walked out. And you want to talk about look on some motherfuckers' faces, dude? When I went over there at like 11:30, place closes at 12:30, and I was like, fuck it, it's a pretty long walk back up the mountain, right? So I went and grabbed it, and I just walked up, picked it up like I owned it, and started walking out. And everyone that was standing there all went, man, I almost had it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
They were all mad.
Now, if you talk about, I used to, there was one time the 2 oldest girls, they were little, and I was barbecuing one day, and we had a little dog. I can't remember what kind of dog it was, a Shih Tzu or something like that. And they couldn't find the dog. And I said, oh, I know where the dog's at. I said, come over here. And I pulled the top off the barbecue grill.
Oh,
That's just rude, dude. That's rude. That's so mean.
They started falling. Oh, they hated me. They hated me for about a week for that one.
Oh my God, I got one. This isn't a prank. This is one of those terrible things that people do to try not to be terrible people. These folks bought their daughter a dog. Had the dog for like a week and a half. Dog turns up missing. They look and search and call and try to find and look and search. And for 3-4 days straight, they're out there looking for the dog, and poof, the dog magically reappeared. Right. So for another week.
Enjoying your dog and going off to other people's places to chill.
This is so much more diabolical. This is almost evil, might be evil.
Oh my God.
So
okay.
The kid's happy, the dog's back, little Ginger is running around and everything. When the original dog comes wandering back in, all covered in mud and spurs and all kinds of other stuff. Suddenly they have 2 dogs, and both of them are named Ginger. The dog came back. After it had been gone for 4 days, they went and bought one of its siblings because it looked just like it. Yes, they goldfished a puppy.
Oh, cat
yes.
The puppy.
But no, goldfish. You know, you replace your kid's goldfish so you don't have to explain life and death for another 3 months, right? Yes. They goldfished the puppy. The puppy came back. Now, imagine the conversation you're having with your kid about how little Ginger ran off and we found Ginger. Well, where did you find her? Oh, she was running down the road over here. They bring Ginger back in, and then Ginger comes back. And you have to explain to your kid about how, no, this isn't the same dog twice. We thought Ginger was dead. And instead of telling you, we bought this other dog to pawn off on you as Ginger, and now you have 2 Gingers, and you got to figure out how to explain it, what to do with it. And God forbid you happen to have 3 kids, because he did.
Oh, Lord.
He had one that was old enough to understand what had just happened, one that was just barely old enough to understand that a dog died, and one who had never seen a dog before in its life. And that kid was completely inconsolable for the full time that dog was missing. But you got to explain to her that, oh no, that's not Ginger. This is Ginger. How do you do that? And if you don't explain it, does the kid grow up confused about exactly what identity is? Because 2 dogs.
No, what the parent does now is, since there's 3 kids and they have 2 dogs, they need to go back and get 1 more, so they all 3 get their own dog, and then everything's forgiven.
It's right. They don't even care. They don't even care or ask at that point.
And we name them Ginger 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
And the whole family keeps this secret until the day they all die.
The day they die.
Absolutely.
100%.
All right. So with that in mind,
Ginger left and went and got its siblings and brought them back to good
try though. When my nephew was about
just like you guys love being together, Ginger decided that he wanted his own siblings with him too.
When my nephew was about 5, we were wandering around in this freaking jungle we refer to as Georgia, and he discovered frogs. And he spent a whole afternoon out there catching frogs, putting them in cups, turning them loose in a little artesian well over there, and catching more frogs and having a big old time. And directly that afternoon, rain started getting a little too close. It was coming in, lightning started popping. I'm like, hey, let's go inside. And he picks up one of the frogs and rips it in half. He has not harmed a frog all day. He just split that fucker right down the middle, looked at it, and I went, oh no. And he goes, hey, Uncle Sasquatch, can you fix this? No, I can't. Like, there's that would be a literal miracle, and I can't do that.
I hate God, yo.
Right. Even though I might look like him in some depictions.
Bless you, my child. But what happened? And this is so retarded. Remember, I told you you'd been putting them in cups. Yeah, like little cups of frogs here, there. You know, they hop up on the rim, knock the cup over, and all the frogs would run away. And he had went and handed my mom, his grandmother, one of these cups with frogs, and she had let all the frogs but one of them go, right? My mom walks up. He saw what happened.
I know where this is going.
Hands me, like, I'm standing there with my hands out going, no, nobody can fix that. And she put a frog in my hand and didn't say a fucking word. And I looked at the frog and knew what she wanted me to do. And I went, and so I palmed the broken dead frog and pulled a sleight of hand to hand him a living frog and just walked away. And when I walked onto the porch, I looked at her and I was like, I fucking hate you. And she said, imagine how much he'll respect you when he's older.
Oh my gosh.
You know, he'll know somewhere in his mind that I pulled a fast one on him. But it might be 20, 30, 40 years old before that shit finally clicks over that he is an absolute shit, completely untrustworthy.
Realize his whole life has been lied to.
Right. And here's the thing. As soon as he's old enough to find out about miracles, he realizes miracles are bullshit because he saw me do one.
Like straight up. 5 News going up 75 and fucking high-speed chase. He
lied. Man realizes that his frog was not, in fact, his frog as he drives off the.
Monica,
the last words he said as he licked the window was, "You lied."
Oh.
Ironically, he's one of the more well-adjusted of the children, which is interesting to me.
Interesting.
You know who Michael Landon is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That.
Highway to Heaven.
Yeah, he told a story
Little House on the Prairie. Yeah.
long time back that he had a dog, and his neighbor had a pet rabbit. He said one day the dog shows up at the house with this dead bunny, and it's filthy. The rabbit is filthy and dead, and he thought his dog killed the rabbit. So what he did was he said he gave the bunny a bath, got it all dried off and everything, and went and put it back in the cage.
What?
And the neighbor, they were out talking one day. The neighbor said, "You know the damnedest thing happened the other day?" He said, "Well, what's that?" He said, "My rabbit died and I buried it, and somehow it ended up back in the cage clean." and he said he didn't fess up to it at all. He just bit his tongue. But can you imagine that? You go through all that trouble, you thinking your dog killed an animal?
I mean, that's somebody that I want by my side if I ever have to commit a crime. God damn it.
Sure. We're already 3 fucking felonies deep and covering up this bitch. Like, we're in like Flynn, bro. We're never going to get caught.
You clean the body. You get the cage.
We're perpetrating this shit.
I remember I got out of electronics school in the service. Went to my first duty station in Germany. 17 years old, buck private. And the sergeant, first week there, he says, "I need you to go to the motor pool and get a can of frequency grease."
Right.
And the motor pool is where they repair vehicles and shit like that. And I'm looking at him, and I laughed it off. He said, "No, I'm telling you, go to the motor pool and get a can of frequency grease now." Well, he's the sergeant, I'm the private, so I go to the motor pool. I go into the motor sergeant. I said, "My sergeant said I'm supposed to get a can of frequency grease, whatever the hell that is." And the motor sergeant said, "Man, I'm sick and tired of this shit." So he sat down and he typed up this fancy ass label, slapped it on a can of grease. And here, he said, "Take this back to him." So I walked back, put it on the sergeant's desk, and he just sat there staring at that can, dumbfounded. It backfired.
Dude, there are too many smartasses for it to be good for the world, and I'm one of them. So I grew up working off and on with crews, not getting paid, just being a kid, being sent around to go get more nails, get drinks, get this, get that, gopher, right? So I had all of that happen to me when I was a kid, and so by the time I got old enough to actually get a job, and most of the people didn't know me and started trying to pull those jokes on me, my response was to assume that you didn't want me in the room for a conversation. So you sent me for something fake. I'm not going to go looking for the fake thing you sent me for because I know it is fake. So instead, I'd go wander off and hop up on a nice comfy spot, prop my feet up, smoke a cigarette. And when somebody come by and goes, "What are you doing?" They sent me for a skyhook. I figure they wanted to have a private conversation. I'm giving them time to do it. Never got rode up, not once, for that answer. In fact, I got a promotion out of one of them.
Hell yeah. use their shit to your advantage.
Yeah, I mean, be surprised how many people aren't so self-absorbed or unaware that they wouldn't even realize little things like that.
I was kind of devious in my choosing of my locations to be. I was out of sight of these people, but didn't go into sight of other people if I could help it. And so I might end up standing there 2 hours, 3 hours. Because when you leave this area, I'm going to see you leave. And I'm supposed to be helping you, but you don't want me there right now. So you sent me for something fictional that you know I'll never find, and see how many people will run me around the fucking job site and see how tired I'm willing to get. I'm not willing to do any of that shit. Right. So rather than going out and proving that you're an idiot for thinking that I would do this shit or doing it just because I was told to and making a lark of it, I just didn't do the shit at all. Supervisor comes over like, what are you doing? Oh, they wanted to have a conversation alone. He sent me for a sky hook or a level bubble or blinker fluid or whatever fictional imaginary bullshit. Now, later, when I got a little older and I kind of thought it was really stupid for people to be sending me for shit, I had this can of fucking Aquanet that I kept around, and I had shrink wrap bitch be gone spray on the thing. I had a buddy of mine print me out a bitch be gone label, and I heat shrunk it onto the Aquanet can, and I'd go and get that can and come back in and spray them motherfuckers. They'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, pink. I couldn't find any blinker fluid, but I did find the bitch be gone.
I love that Leonard that uses the bitch be gone. Shout out to Lenny and his chocolate starfish. He uses that.
Works every time.
Every time.
100% effective. Because you're gonna realize I'm calling you a bitch. You're going to get mad, realize you're mad because of your own fucking joke, and have to leave. Works 100% of the time. Or, and this is also possible, they pop you into chops and get taken away, and they have to leave. It works every time, one way or another.
I think my favorite Squatch story has been probably the Atlanta run.
Dude, I'm not doing that publicly. That's all backstage. But I'll tell you another one that's borderline, and it's just about as good. So people tend to say that I am smart, intelligent, clever, erudite, whatever phrase you want to use to say. I'm a witty guy, right? I know a guy who is obscenely more intelligent than I am. And I've only ever seen him run one legitimate con. And it was the most beautiful thing I have ever seen perpetrated by the hand of man. Whole bunch of meth users and dealers end up in the same place. Everybody here is meth adjacent. They are all those people, right? It's a terrible place to be, and naturally I'm right in the middle of it. Argument breaks out amongst these various factions of not a gang exactly, just suppliers, dealers, cooks, addicts, all ended up in the same place. Anyway, conversation comes up, and there's not a cook here, right? That's the one thing. There's no legitimate cook here that anybody would trust, right? And they're arguing about what it would take to make some, who could we get to make it, how, all of this stuff's going on. I'm over here rolling joints and smoking them, just kind of giggling along with the whole thing, because this is the most retarded thing I've ever seen. We're all going to jail today. Like, every single one of us is on the fucking list, right? There's no way out of this place. You might as well enjoy it while we're here. And this is fucking beautiful. The question comes up of, who knows what it takes to make meth? My buddy goes, I know. And he's like, what would it take? He's like, I'll write it down. And he writes down everything he would need. Gave it to the guy. And the guy turns and looks at the other dudes. And remember, these people are suppliers and tweakers themselves. They've already got some. They're just trying to make more for cheaper than they're paying for it, where, you know, from out of town or whatever. And they see the list and they turn it into a tweaker scavenger hunt. This thing made me giggle so goddamn hard. I cried. I was giggling maniacally when they left because no bullshit. They tore the list into pieces and gave everybody a piece. And all 15 of these bastards went off in different directions to go get things, and all of them came back with stuff. When they come back, hour and a half later, my buddy waits for everybody to show up. Well, there's still a couple more. We're going to give them about 15 minutes. Like, we'll give them another 15 minutes. And then they finally show up with stuff. And he gets up, looks at me and goes, I need to go to my car. I'm like, okay. He goes, and there is the trunk of the car. And all of these people stack all of this stuff into the trunk of this Buick Regal. And when they're done, he looks over at me and says, get in the car. And I'm like, okay. And I walk over and get in the car. And he closes the trunk and we leave. Now, a few days later, there's a whole bunch of really angry people wanting to know where their shit's at. And homeboy ain't nowhere to be seen. And I start getting phone calls from people because I left with him that day, and they're like, well, if he don't come up with some shit, we're going to be out there to crack his fucking ankles here directly. And I go, wait a second, sir. I was there. Do you not remember that I was there? I watched all of this take place. And he's like, what? I said, you asked, does anybody know how to make meth? He said, yes. You said, what do we need? He wrote down a list and handed it to you. You then went and got everything and put it in the trunk of his car. At no point in time did he agree to do a fucking thing for you, sir. Nothing. And that's your fault. You're the one who made that deal. You're the one who set all of that up. And hell, he's probably somewhere high as a goddamn fruit bat right now. And how would I know? That's my guess, right? The best con I've ever seen in my life. He let them folks fuck themselves out of God knows how much money. They did it straight up, willingly, and without any doubt.
They just assumed he was going to.
Yes. And the second homeboy realized what had happened, he's like, I'm going to rep that. Oh my God, you're right. I was like, no point in time did he agree to do anything. He said, fucking shh. Oh my God, how many people know this? I said, all of you did this right in front of me. I thought y'all knew what y'all were doing until we drove off with all the stuff. And he just looked at me and went, can you believe that shit worked? It's the most beautiful con I've ever seen in my fucking life. He never said a word. He never did anything illicit. Nothing could be brought above board to complain against. When soon as the people realized what they had done, each one of them went, oh, goddamn, you're right. All of them. I was like, shit, I'm a fucking moron. What was I thinking? I was like, you just wanted some meth. That shit don't make you think straight, man. Like, I saw it happening. Why didn't you say something? Because it was hilarious. I guarantee you every single thing that got stuck in that trunk was stolen. Not one of them people spent a dime on it. Jack's from somebody's freaking shed while they wasn't looking.
Guys, interrupt.
I don't know if you realize this.
Give me a second, Seth. I was waiting for G, but I'm going on 13 hours and I am kerfuddled.
That's just how I like my women.
Yeah. So thank you guys for everything.
Before you started.
Yes. And then I went straight through. So I need to get some rest. I'll be watching in the bushes though. Love you guys, mean it.
See you in the bush.
Thank you so much. See you in my bush. Bye.
Ooh.
Word to your mom and them.
And then there were 3.
They're off having sex somewhere.
Oh, the second best con I ever saw done was sort of a similar sort of thing. But not really. This was actually like outright fucking illegal. This was fraud. And I didn't even, it suckered me. It got me until like later when I realized what had happened and was like, holy shit, did that just happen? Like that just happened. All right. So truck shows up with a truckload of like 32-inch flat screen TVs. There's like 60 of these motherfuckers, right? Small town. Not a whole lot of security to speak of. The pallet that these things are put on are too wide for the back doors. Or the truck didn't have a lift to get it up to the double door in the back. So they decided they were going to bring it around to the front. In the process of getting the first one in, they get jammed up on some stuff, on some cubicles inside the place, and they spend an hour and a half trying to get this thing loose, resulting in them tearing it down piece by piece and taking each individual TV back there. So while they were doing that, one of the guys from the truck grabbed a power drill, went outside and unscrewed all the pallet material on these things and cut off the stuff and took it down. And when he took all that stuff off and walked away, it looked like a display with the truck parked right there, big emblazoned words of Sanyo or fucking LG or whatever the fuck they were. God, no. Now, I was not with this dude, to be clear. I was sitting waiting to see my fucking probation officer, my probation officer, and all of this is taking place over here, and I just happened to notice it going on, and this dude comes walking along, and he happens to be wearing a jacket and shirt that matched the colors of the truck. And there's some dude standing there looking at the TVs outside of this thing, and he comes walking around the end of the truck, and the guy goes, "Hey man, how much for one of those TVs?" And he's like, $300. He grabs the TV, hands it to him, takes $300. Another guy walks up. He sells like 10 or 12 of these things for like, I don't know, $150 a piece or whatever. And then walks away. Just as the people were coming back out of the store, he just walked the fuck away. They look over and there's like 10 TVs missing. And they're like, the fuck happened? About that time, the probation officer comes, is like, "Hey, come on in." And I'm like, "Okay." And I went in there to go talk to her. And so when I come back out later, there were a lot of cops, like a whole bunch of cops, all basically trying to explain to them that if we don't know what happened, we can't even investigate it. Someone took your TVs. You have no cameras. You have no evidence other than an invoice that says you had 10 more TVs than you have. Oh. And by the time the cops had showed up, they took all the TVs inside. So there wasn't even a fucking crime scene anymore. Homeboy made about $1,800 in 5.5 minutes, maybe, and just walked away with the cash. Just he was still on the fucking sidewalk when they came out the door to come unload the TVs. He was literally the dude who come out could have put his hand on his shoulder when he walked out, and dude just walks away. Most nonchalant shit I ever saw in my life. It was amazing.
Crashed that piece of shit and then walked away.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. I'm not gonna. If I'm gonna start singing anything from rehab, it's probably gonna be Ride Out Chick. She got a body like we got a body, hot as a pistol. The words of that song blow my mind. Drinking liquor out the bottle, got a friend named Crystal. Oh no.
My addiction.
We forget in the past, she left it dead in the Chevy. Got my runaway with me. She's got my back and she's ready.
I swear, if you could get them and Eminem together, can you imagine the shit that will spew from their mouths? I hate Eminem, but he's a wonderful lyricist. Okay, he's great at that. He's good with the words. He's a wordsmith, right?
I was supposed to say, I would refer to that man as a wordsmith.
Considering what he does.
If you look at Eminem's raps, hold on. If you look at how Eminem's raps are laid out, if you actually look at the way they're stanzas and framed, they look more like the mid-'80s hip-hop counterculture than they do anything modern in rapping, because Eminem's raps do the thing that DJ Grandmaster always said was most important for hip hop, and that's tell a story.
Yes.
It's not just words strung together randomly to sound cool. It's that and a story.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Like
DJ
how
Mix
songs
Maxter Mix.
You used to be able to get lost in just a single song, much less a whole fucking album. Nowadays, it's just about getting it out there. Boom. Getting a song. Nobody really cares about a whole album. That's what I love about Rehab. Their albums tell a whole fucking story from start to finish. Southern Discomfort. Oh my God. People,
That is the one. I
listen
think.
to the whole album from start to
Choking
finish. It's just a wonderful story of a couple meth heads. Southern meth heads on a little story, on an adventure. I love it.
I'm broke and hoping some door can open, and my folks don't even know me no more. My age is showing them. Fuck. My age is showing them. Other seeds I'm sowing gonna sprout. I'm not sure to doubt. And allure is a couch of allure with a mirror and a blade and a pile of the pure. Like, oh my God. I can't remember what song that is, but it's one of them. I'm scoping, hoping some door can open, and my folks don't even know me no more. Age is, it's not the next line's not my age is showing, but it sounds like it.
During that same time period that they came out, this is what I want to say. I was running from Paulding County all the way down to Warner Robins. So if you know what I'm talking about.
Warner Robins got some unique fucking cultural vibes in that bitch that you wouldn't understand. Like, you might, but until your ass has been down there for a couple of months in a row, and you realize that, wait a second, hold on. Everybody in this goddamn town gets replaced every 6 months. The only people that actually live here are staying in hotels and work at the fucking convenience stores. A few of the little shops and stuff around town, those are locals. Everyone else comes in for the military base or the little college campus thing over there. They change out every 3 months, 6 months, quarterly, something like that.
My husband used to do the HVAC over there at the base. He was head over there with their whole HVAC system shit. So yeah.
I'll tell you another place with a similar but very different but similar situation. There's a place in Virginia called Newport News. No one lives there. Has a population of like 12 people, and they're all bums. Everyone commutes into this place. And it's a full 24-hour type city with almost no housing. All of the residents of this place are either at the air base, the Army base, the Marine base, or Langley or some shit like that, right? No one lives here. It should not have its own culture. Everyone gets replaced every 6 months. And I mean all of the customers, not the people that work there. The people that work there swap jobs. They live there. And so, like, they might be working over here at the hamburger stand this month, but next month they'll be over at the fucking McDonald's.
I mean, all in all, it really is just military culture.
Well, it's adjacent. It's military adjacent culture.
That's how it was. When military culture is growing up in it, is you got to be able to, adjust easily. Otherwise, it's going to eat people alive. And yeah, you go to different bases. Depending on where you're at, it can be completely different from one base to another, but yet it's still all the same, if that makes sense.
Well, all right. So there is this military culture, and the different branches have slightly different variations of it, but it all kind of blends together pretty well. However, there is a military service culture, such as the people who feed them food, the people who cook for them, the people who are not military but are one step away from military. Usually they have a son, a daughter, a wife, a brother, a cousin, an uncle, an nephew or something, and they've just grown up in a military family, and this is what they do to support the troops, right? It's just a byproduct of being raised that way. That culture is unique unto itself and often includes lots of veterans. but they're not direct military culture. The culture I'm speaking of is that one more step away of the homeless motherfuckers who ended up here and catching a grip. They're on the very edge of society. They work gas stations at 2 a.m. They're at the Waffle House in the midnight. They're the folks that were transient until
More of a subculture.
It's a subculture of these people are also either veterans or a veteran's wife or an ex-wife of someone in the military, or you'll find these people like strippers, fucking. Well, they're adjacent to adjacent because this is a full service community. You can get your illicit shit and your legitimate shit through the same pipeline. In this case, there's a song by Rehab, and it's what is it? Wahoo at the Hottie, I think is the name of it. And it's about this place in Warner Robins, which is up by the interstate, which has a Hotel 6 and a Waffle House side by side. And it's everything on earth you could possibly need in like 60 square feet. Right. And he gives directions to it. It's fucking gorgeous. Get off on north side, drive across the bridge, take a left on the left side. And you take that second left, and you're right there between the Wahoo and the Hottie. And
oh my god, yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
Mousetrap and chicken.
Warner Robins is it's split into two sides, right? You got your poor side, which is the people that actually, the everyday people that you were talking about that actually live there, and then I guess you could call them what they would call the townies, right? And then you got your other side, which is usually they're more rich because they're the military side. People that don't live on the base and got the money, and they live on the other side. And there's two Walmarts. I mean, it's two completely separate fucking worlds there.
Are they split by the interstate?
No. It's not split by the
It's not the interstate that splits them. It's whether or not they're directly involved with military service of some sort.
Yep.
That's the split. Like construction workers, people who have never been in the military but just fix roofs and stuff like that. I
mean, yeah, the majority of the town that's of the old town is the old like off-base housing and military. And then, they built the new stuff, and then all the townies.
Something to keep in mind about Warner Robins, though, is there was never a period where it didn't have the military. Back in the Revolutionary fucking War, there was a depot there. So, like, there has never been. When it was colonial, there was a depot there. There's no culture there that's not attached, at least adjacently or tangentially to the military.
Yeah,
it was a major train hub. Later became a bus hub. Was considered for the Delta hub, and Atlanta got it. But Atlanta is the train hub of the East Coast.
Yeah,
you have to go to Pennsylvania before you find one more inclusive.
Yeah, the two major what people don't know is that the two major hubs that fly out for military are the first is Philly, and then now it's moved to Atlanta too, because Atlanta's got just the most internationals, period.
But back in the day, one of those depart points was Warner Robins. It's one of the earliest and very few East Coast bases that had this uber long runways that you could take off the jumbos on. And,
yes, sir.
And I don't mean like the C-130s. I'm talking like actual fucking jets and shit, like the Guppy.
No, we're talking about the planes that carry the planes.
What is the fucking airfield out there? It's something like 36 square miles or some goddamn absurd shit like that. It's fucking huge. You could get lost on that bitch, except it's flat. Like, if you want to know what flat Earth looks like, go check that motherfucker out. You can stand flat-footed and see the world disappear in the haze. It's flat. And I don't mean flat as in with the curvature of the Earth. I mean, it's flat.
I don't feel comfortable in my life and my surroundings unless I have, at minimal, some kind of planes flying around me, because I've been around them my whole life, ever since being from Charleston and then the military and going bouncing everywhere and whatnot. And so I like having planes I would prefer jets around me. So, I mean, most people hate the noise. I love it. I don't feel like home without it.
Yeah, there's the only bad thing with Fort Campbell, Kentucky. All the damn helicopters. They
Oh,
make a totally different noise than airplanes do.
yes, they
Especially
do.
when you got like 12 of them and they're staggered off just right. You get that weird.
You get 10 minutes
You
of
can
just the
feel it.
vibrations. Oh yeah, being right here on the Gulf, the Coast Guard mostly, and then we got Black Op helicopters that run out here big time, and you do not see them. You do not see them. They run at night. You do not see them, but you feel them. The whole fucking earth is shaking when these motherfuckers come through here. It is awesome. I love it.
Well, you remember when they went after Noriega to go get Noriega? They did their dry runs
Dude, I was
in
12.
St.
Stop it.
Okay. Well, they did their practicing in St. Louis in the dead of night. And everybody was freaking out. We thought for sure that we was being attacked. I mean, it was crazy.
Yeah.
They didn't bother to tell the local shit. They just decided to practice what they were going to do there. That was some wild ass shit.
That's fucking nuts. I mean, I know they do shit like that on bases all the time. And you know, people that live on base are usually prepared for shit like that. But to an innocent town, so to speak, damn.
Yep.
That's crazy.
It caused quite the uproar between the locals and the military when they pulled that number.
Donna, we do all the nookie up here, darling.
Right. Even when you die, you have to stop at Hartsville on the way out. And it's going to be 2 hours late, and they're still going to check and lose your luggage.
Fact.
And make you throw everything in your bag away. Because fuck TSA. Yeah. Well, who was talking about that yesterday? Who was it?
Here's something real fucked up about that whole TSA thing. Did you know you could just pay to skip that shit?
You don't get to skip it completely.
Well, I mean, you skip all of the bullshit. You go to a little room and you pull your shit out of your pockets, throw it on the table, and the guy looks at it, and you put all your shit back in your pockets and go on the plane. I don't know about now, but it didn't used to be terribly fucking expensive after the ticket. You know, bought the ticket, got a VIP pass, like $90, I think. You just spent what, $150 on a ticket going cross country. $90 just to walk through that bitch like you own the joint. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. I got drugs. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I remember, I think it was back in 2003. I was going to me and a friend of mine that was stopping through in Atlanta on their way home, you know, military thing. They were going back home, I think, to Tennessee. Hey, but you know, they were doing a military, you know, a big layover in Atlanta. And so I was going to meet them up there, and I was wearing just a skirt. It was a tight skirt, and then a tank top with a light blouse over it. And I didn't even have my purse. I just had my wallet, right? So I just had my ID, and I was wearing heels. Them motherfuckers made me go take off my heels. They had to give me all the pat downs and everything because I was wearing heels. And it wasn't like stacked heels or anything. It was very thin. I mean, like the base was like thin, paper thin, and it was like a 6-inch stiletto. Nothing could be hidden in these things. There was nothing to be.
You'd be surprised.
My foot said otherwise. I mean,
well, 6-inch stilettos.
Stick anything down into that. You know how they try to hide things, and a lot of times in the shoes and the pumps. These weren't those types. They were just really just sandals with a skinny heel. But yeah, I was like, motherfuckers, they just wanted to be hands.
Well, normally you don't have to go through unless you're going to the secure area.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's
And that's-
true.
Yeah.
But did you know that if you're hopping a previously international flight to a later international destination, you go through international security, even though you're flying domestically? So if a plane comes in from, I don't know, Dubai and lands in Atlanta and is going to do a layover in Austin and you're going to Austin, they'll drop you at Dallas-Fort Worth. Right, it's going to do a layover in Dallas-Fort Worth, and you can get to Austin pretty quick from there. So,
well, that's the other thing people fail to realize, that every one of these international airports that we have is considered a border control area.
yes, sir. And guess what I happen to have in my little teeny tiny small town right here in the middle of Georgia? An international airport. It's one of the smallest ones on the East Coast, actually. It's referred to as an emergency backup but the reason it's here is because there's a couple of billionaires that live not terrible far away, and they wanted one, basically, and so we have one.
Yeah, they got one over there in Upson too, because it's right there in that little valley where there's a presidential bunker built into the mountain over there, Pine Mountain area. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeedly do. I love talking this types of stuff.
That's what triggers people. They can't figure out how come Border Patrol has authority in the middle of the country. And I'm like, it's an international airport. The key is international.
Yeah, but man, like, let's be fucking honest, dude. There are certain things that I just don't think should be taking place on the side of the road in Indiana involving fucking Customs and Border Patrol. I mean, I get what you're saying, but that's an airport. An airport is already a secured area. Secure the fucking area. Don't use the bylaws of the Customs and Border Patrol to patrol within 300 miles of that fucking international airport. That's retarded.
I think it's 100 miles.
It might be 100 miles, but whatever. I guarantee you within 100 miles, there's another international airport for them to fuck off with.
I got a question for you on this, Squatch. It kind of is a tying things together, maybe. In your town, in its proximity to this airport, probably another bunker too, perhaps, considering where you are. Do things like the law and the government issues or things that go on in your town, do they usually not give a fuck about the actual laws of Georgia, and usually
all right, I've addressed this a few times.
A little bit more to federal than actual Georgia laws, or actually their own laws, so to speak?
We have a sheriff who would never do anything that would stop him from being a cop. Things that might interfere with him being a cop have to not exist in the county. So a lot of the corruption and stuff that you expect to see in places, this dude, we used to call him Super Cop because he's the coppiest cop you ever copped. And as far as I can tell, he's a good cop. Never wanted to do nothing else but be an officer.
Copperness.
Yeah, dude, we have one of the best police forces in the state. And we don't have a whole bunch of pissed off people in the county. Now, what they do to people who come in and out of the county, I'm not sure. Right? I know that if you go south and you hit Johnson County, your ass is going to run straight into the middle of them fucking Wrightsville cops, and they're going to stop every single one of you fuckers if you got an out-of-state license plate. Every single one. As far as I know, that doesn't happen here unless you're like legitimately fucking up somewhere. There's 2 flock cameras in town because the sheriff doesn't like them, and both of them are on school zones.
Yeah, I was asking because if you know anything about Thomason, the city of Thomason, Upson County, and
I do, and yeah, I know where you're going with this. Let me put it this way: the previous administration here, when the sheriff stepped down, it was because he stepped down. There was some sort of scandal that was never fully disclosed, and he killed himself. His brother was implicated in his self-deletion somehow. His brother at the time, I believe this was sheriff, brother at the time was the public defender. And he had a cousin that worked for the DA, that was the DA. And when all of this went down, all of these people that were attached to this particular family were suddenly out of city and county politics overnight. It happened to happen right before an election. And so there was about a week where this shit was in the news. And then the news was the brand new administration that just popped up. And that was 12 years ago or so. And as far as I've been able to determine,
wiped out
let me tell
you, and brought in something of their own.
Perhaps. I mean, it's clannish as fuck down here. I'm just saying, when I had my roof redone, I was supposed to go draw a permit from the county, and they could have absolutely anally raped me. What happened is it was scheduled for the following week. They had a cancellation, and then they had some stuff that didn't show up on time. My shit showed up early, and so they were like, hey, we can come do it this week instead of next week. I'd pulled a permit for the following week, and I didn't have a permit for this week. I didn't really think about it much. You know, it just didn't cross my mind until we're on day 3 and half my house is uncovered. And I get a phone call going, hey, man, you don't have a permit for what you're doing. I was like, fuck. Oh, shit. Because they could stop this shit from happening right goddamn now with the wave of a magic wand.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, shit, my bad. Yeah, no, it's for next week. I'll be down there in a minute, and we'll see what we can do. And I get down there, and I'm like, some kind of fine or something I got to pay. And he's like, no. Here, sign here. I need like $12. There you go. Yeah. Slaps me on the back. Have a good day. That's how my county rolls. You go down to the courthouse over here with a camera, and you walk in. Not the courthouse, but the little city seat thing, whatever it is.
Town hall?
Yeah, close enough. It used to be a bank. Anyway, you go down over here to that place, and you walk in with your cameras, right? And we have this Aussie New Zealander chick who is the she's the receptionist up there, and she has absolutely no idea about the Constitution, about laws, about none of that shit. She doesn't know, and she doesn't care, right? So if you go down there and you start filming her when you walk in, you'll get like one of those "nar" type tirades that you will not understand. And then she'll pick up the phone and call the cops, who are quite literally across the street next door, like right there. They can see you through the window from dispatch when you walk in. And so when you walk in, knowing that she's going to cause a problem, a few cops will walk in and want to go all the way to the back where the security area is that you can't go. And the other one stays up there and sits there. And while she starts, trying to be a bitch about things, he explains to her yet again, for the umpty-thousandth time, not to call 911 when cameras show up, because that's perfectly fucking legal in America. This is a public space. The door in this whole curtilage here is an invitation in to do business. And if they wish to film themselves doing business, they may do so. We are filming them right now with a camera right there. So you can't complain every single time they show up with the camera. So they just cut it off at the pass, right? Which is hilarious to watch. Because she's hair trigger as a motherfucker.
Entertainment, we'll head over there about.
Well, it's not daily,
and go sit there, have a little brunch while we sit there and watch the entertainment.
Like I said, our last major scandal was like 15 years ago, so we don't get a whole lot of audits and stuff like that at this point. Like I said, this dude, the guy, the sheriff right now, he's fucking hands of stone Garvin when it comes to certain things, but he's perfectly willing to let other things go. Like he's not real big on the whole drug task force, drug enforcement.
What Thompson needs to be done too. Upson is a fucking.
Well, if I remember right, and I don't know this for sure, I don't know if it's Thomaston or Thompson. One of those towns has a penchant for hiring gypsy cops, and those gypsy cops are fucking hell, bro. They're terrible.
That's the cops
Um,
that can't find good
I'm
jobs.
thinking,
Right.
yeah, I'm
Right.
thinking more Thompson because Thomaston
Is it all a
has,
family gig?
it used to be,
Yeah.
okay, you get old money in Thomaston, right? My husband's family is like both sides of his family is like real old in the town, right? His on his on his mom's family side, they own the whole town pretty much at one part, and then they just start,
I
with
want
each
to answer
generation, they
this
sell
in
shit off,
chat. Chat just
But
asked a question. I can answer it. I want to answer it. Donna asks, do kiwis grow in New Zealand? Why do they call people from there kiwis? So they call people from New Zealand kiwis because the bird, the kiwi, is indigenous to that island. Is the only one that is fully unique unto that space. It's a flightless
Correct.
bird. It lays an eggs about 1/3 the size of the parent. It's an amazing bit of evolution. The kiwi fruit is called a kiwi fruit because people in New Zealand brought some back from China and they grew well. And the next thing you know, 20 years later, they've got a full economy based on selling these Japanese grapes, is what they were called, until Kiwi Land over there decided to rebrand them as kiwis because they're kind of furry and vaguely resemble a kiwi. When a kiwi squats down and sleeps, it's just this little furry bulb, and kiwis are like little furry bulbs, and so they were like, okay, it's a kiwi, fine. On the world market, remember now, China is his native habitat. They grow them enormously in China, but they don't really export them. New Zealanders grew them specifically for exportation, and it became part of the brand of fruit was a kiwi fruit, which is not to say a Japanese grape, but rather a fruit grown on the island of New Zealand by a bunch of fucking kiwis. Kiwi fruit.
the more you
Do
know.
not ask me how I know that shit. I came across that tidbit reading up on something completely unrelated, fell down a rabbit hole.
That's how it usually goes. You find
Yeah.
a little thing that sparks your interest, and you start chasing that. And get off the main thing that you were doing.
Okay, you've always heard the term the black hole of Calcutta. It'd be lost
No.
okay, so it's a reference to something being circular filed or 86th, right? Of just getting rid of it to never be seen again. The black hole of Calcutta was the name to this legendary dungeon that they had in India, where basically the medieval versions of political prisoners would just disappear. Just
Yeah.
yeah. So and apparently it's got another name. I don't know the actual name of it, but I found that out. What was it? I was looking up something for fucking Indiana Jones or some shit. I can't remember. I came across a reference of the black hole of Calcutta, and I remember my mom telling me when I was a kid that if I didn't stop doing what I was doing, she was going to lock me in the black hole of Calcutta. And I was like, Georgia, how the fuck you going to get me over there? Stop threatening me with things that's not going to happen.
Yes.
Little did I know that back then the fucking flight to Calcutta was probably like $26. So I probably should have shut the fuck up, right?
I'm telling you.
Oh my gosh.
Did the war start back up or no? With Iran?
For the East Coast? Oh, wait, no. See, nobody told me that a warlord was a possible career option. I didn't know. Till this barbecue fuck popped up in Haiti. I'm pretty sure me and a couple of good old boys could run down there in a bass boat and fucking clean that shit up in about an hour.
Right?
I'm just saying, bro. We need a deepwater harbor to run our pirate operations anyway. Haiti is perfect.
Navy. You know what I'm talking about? The Cajun Navy?
Sure. Yeah, no, most of those good old boys are actual good old boys. I need some like throat slitters in this group because I want to run a pirate empire.
Hey, they know how to dress a deer. Ain't no problem. Little old humans.
Like legitimate sin eaters. I want some trigger pullers.
Oh yeah, I remember that sheriff shit. That happened down in Florida too, where the sheriff was involved with the local gambling.
I mean,
I
how
did
many towns have the lights gone out in Georgia, Squatch? How many?
Well, I mean, it is kind of funny to me that when that song comes on the jukebox, every old guy in every cantina everywhere in Georgia says, you know, that shit happened not too far away from here.
Every Waffle House.
And last night that the lights went out in Georgia. But a lot of people miss the point of that song. The point of that song is not that the county is crooked. It's not that the judge was bought. It's not that the DA and the public defender, were eating fucking chicken at the Waffle House in the same fucking booth. None of that's the point. The point is her brother went to the fucking gallows to protect her. Because he didn't kill that man.
Yep.
But he never said he didn't. He hung. They swung his feet in the air because his sister got pissed off and shot a man in the dark. And the whole point of the song is not that the place is corrupt. You know the place is corrupt. The point is not only are the officials corrupt, but also the witnesses, the family members of the witnesses, they all know exactly what the fuck happened. Everyone in town knows that woman shot that man, and she shot that man, and she shot that man. But not one soul in an entire county said she didn't do it. And they hung an innocent man for it. They killed her brother because they assumed he did it, quote unquote. It was the only explanation they could come up with. If she didn't kill him, but she did.
Well, there was a little town up in Missouri, and I can't remember the case, but it was a small town.
Say it with your heart, Chuck. Missouri.
And Missouri. And then there was a thug that became the town thug. And he ended up unalived.
The more they shot him like 2,000 times.
And when they came to investigate, the whole freaking town, nobody knew nothing. Because the whole town participated.
I can't remember the name of that dude either. He died at like 4 p.m. on a Wednesday afternoon in the parking lot of the local fucking courthouse or the jail or something like that. He had been tearing hell through this town for 15 years. He had impregnated a handful of underage girls and had been running around with another handful of ne'er-do-well girls.
He was a nasty dude.
He was a real piece of work, bro. And he would go into like the coffee shop and rough up the baristas and was just doing the full-on biker leader, rude customer thing everywhere. And one afternoon, he got into a fight with somebody and they arrested him. They brought him out after the arrest. Because it was mutual combat. He was able to argue mutual combat. The judge let him go. When he came out, they all shot his ass. There was like 700 something rounds fired at the vehicle he was in. He went and got his truck, went to drive away, and when he came around the corner from the fucking courthouse, every motherfucker with lead was standing in the goddamn street waiting on him, and they just murdered him. And when the feds showed up, they went to they do the things the feds do. They went to the cops and was like, wasn't court held that day? They were like, yep. And you didn't see anything? I didn't see or hear anything. I was in the bathroom. Another guy was like, I was in the radio room with Tony. I was in the judge's chambers. Everybody was firmly accounted for by there being at least 3 people in the room or somebody standing in the room with you. You know, everybody was witnessed and cross-witnessed and then okay, fine. None of y'all were involved because y'all were doing county shit. That kind of makes a little bit of sense. They went to interview in the fucking town, and it turned out that every single motherfucker, all 3,400 of them, had absolute ironclad alibis in every freaking direction. You couldn't find two people in that town who would confess to being alone for more than 5 minutes. And none of them could possibly have committed this atrocity. And so the ATF rolls through and is like, all right, so anybody got guns? This is a damn fine small. I can imagine half the people in the county got guns, if not more. Can we see some of them? Nope. They wanted to get search warrants, but there wasn't a crack. Nobody cracked. We know this man was murdered because 700 bullets don't just fall out of the sky on a car. But there's not a soul, not a witness, not a speck of evidence anywhere other than the fact that this man was riddled with holes. And that was it. No witnesses, no complaints, a dead body, and nobody knows nothing about it.
Yep. Well, that's how god awful this dude was.
Yeah, he was terrible. But what's funny to me, if you go look at the behind the scenes on all this stuff, there's a half a dozen theories on who perpetrated what, when, and where. Not one soul ever broke the silence. We do not actually know. The people who claim to have been involved are not part of the people questioned by the feds when they came in. And there's some tiny amount of evidence to believe that the feds knew what happened and walked in with full knowledge of the event and how it went down and helped cover the crime.
Possibly.
I mean, there's no evidence of that. But then again, other than a dead body and a truck riddled full of fucking bullets, there's no evidence of a crime either. I mean, miraculous conception of lead.
Well, freaks of nature. Yeah, freaks of nature.
What was it? There's this quote from one of the R.L. maybe R.L. not R.L. Stein, Salvatore, R.A. Salvatore books, where he's speaking about the political and medical condition of a city called Menzoberranzan. This place is sort of the opposite of Olympus. Everything that is good and light in the world is gone and corrupted. And you actually are encouraged to reach higher levels of power through things like assassination, intrigue, deception. All of these are virtues in this society. It's literally a society of politicians.
Creed shit right there.
It vaguely is. Menzoberranzan, yeah. Anyway, they're literally an evil race of black elves that run around and basically murk people as a fucking hobby. Like, this is just something they do. They sacrifice every surface dweller that comes down there to their god of spider queens. Anyway, my point is, there is a quote. I believe it's from Drist. When he receives notification that one of his cousins is dead, one of the guys he's traveling with asks him how he died. And there's nothing written in the message to tell you. He goes, oh, he died of natural causes. Naturally, a dagger in the heart will kill you. And walks away. Like it's the most nonchalant shit. That is the kind of shit that happened in that town that day.
That's
like
like
generational corruption. Like
that's where that shit started right there.
There's even a spoof song about that city, wasted away in Margaritaville. Wasted
Jimmy
away again in Margaritaville. But no.
I see you guys got a new problem down there.
Fires?
Tiffany Henyard.
Come on, man. She's a Republican now. She'll be fine. Dude.
Look like they're gonna let her run.
There's a reason she came to Georgia. I about guarantee you there's not an extradition clause between wherever the fuck she came from and Georgia. I bet.
Well, she's facing federal charges.
Ooh.
All right.
Well, she stole what, $4 million?
Fucking shit. Who knows? Actually, if you think about it, Tiffany Henyard was the canary in the coal mine for all of this institutional fraud shit that's been going on all across the fucking board. Like, she was the one that sent up the red flag. Back when Brosphere was Midlife Bro Logic, one of the very first shows I did with him, we were covering Tiffany Hanyard, fucking 30, 40,000 people in chat. Like, no bullshit. That bitch was spinning so fast we couldn't even see it. And we're talking about it, and in the middle of all this, I go, wait a second. Is it possible this chick's a hardcore conservative and she's doing all this to expose all of the corruption and whatnot? And he's like, she's a Democrat. She's a Democrat. She's a Democrat. Now,
so was Donald
I think she's
Trump
corrupt.
all the time.
Well, you know what they say, the difference between a liberal and a conservative is 20 years.
True.
What's the difference
Reagan was a Democrat for the longest time.
Yeah. You know, I wonder exactly how effective McCarthy was.
Oh, back in the 50s?
Yeah, I suspect he missed a few, if you catch my drift. I think that whole thing might have been just a red herring, that they weren't actually doing the things they said they were doing.
Isn't it fun to as a Gen Xer or possibly a boomer to rewatch Dazed and Confused as an older adult now?
The one that got me was Half Baked.
Say in it, you're like, ah.
The one that got me was Half Baked. Half Baked makes me laugh so hard every time I watch, because the interaction between the characters is that shit. There's no fucking way that was scripted. That shit wasn't scripted. They went into those rooms with an idea and ad-libbed the whole fucking movie. And
set up a camera and said, do it.
You got to remember, the other characters in that film are B-liner or A-liner comedians in their own right. You know, these guys were every single person in that film, even some of the extras in there, walk-ons and shit were not necessarily famous, but branded fucking comics. And that movie fucking kills me, dude. I'll have cramps the next day laughing at that shit. I'll be giggling about it for a week after watching it.
We should all watch it together like a
Do you know why Barney got hit?
Why specifically?
Yeah.
Don't know. I never did. I don't think I ever actually got a straight answer out of him. But it may be because YouTube didn't give him a straight answer. But hypothetically, he would have been a very similar thing to Millie. Looking at how similar their two layouts and subject matters were. And they're from different perspectives, too. It's important to remember that. But they basically did a very similar type of format and got took down not long apart from each other as far as monetization.
True.
And if I'm not mistaken, Midlife Bro Logic ought to be coming back around for monetization sometime in the next couple of months. Which I think is why you're seeing him around a little more.
Well, he created a whole new thing, Barnosphere or something like that.
It's the Barnosphere. Okay, that's fine. If that's the way you want to roll, that's cool. Right.
But
it's
you definitely...
People don't like clever.
When you called him out for being purple, you definitely tagged that one early on.
Dude. That was the reason I asked to interview him. I was like, dude, before you get kicked off into what you're doing too far, I need to talk to you. And he thought I was some kind of weird creep from the internet trying to get too friendly and shit. And then he found out I'd interviewed Jay, and he had met Jay, and he was like, nah, dude, he has a shit ton of advice he would like to give you before you start your channel up hard and go. And I interviewed him at like 400 subscribers or something. And like literally the following fucking week, this motherfucker goes viral.
Yep. He got his wires crossed somewhere along the way, though.
No. He just got timed out. What happened is he was basing most of his content on Hanyard. Who was that other chick? There was another chick that he was but he was basically cyber stalking. I can't remember. Abrams, maybe? I can't remember. No. The other chick in Atlanta. God, what's...
Oh, Fannie Willis. Is that who you're talking about? The district attorney?
Fucking... He had these 3 people. My internet just kick out.
Yep.
Yeah.
You just, yeah.
Am I here?
It burped.
You had a
You
moment.
here?
Okay. Yeah, I was probably fixing to dump my ass into the Stone Age again.
Yep. You keep pausing. Yahoo! That's how I was yesterday. On my phone at my house. It sucked.
Yeah, I went through that for
But
about
what happened to
3
him
weeks.
is his topics ran out. He was covering the election and the runoffs and all of the election stuff was happening. And then right around the time that wrapped up, the Tiffany Henyard shit started wrapping up. And then he just didn't really have anything nationwide to poke at. It left him contentless for... And he did a lot of stuff. He worked really hard trying to find something to fill that gap. And then the demonetization hit. And I mean, I can't blame him for feeling a way about it. That's as it will be. But he hated me for that Team Purple shit.
Yeah, I know. I remember
He
that.
hates me for it. But the thing is, every word I said was the God honest truth. I told him. I said, I can tell you're left wing by the way you try to make right wing arguments. It's not organic. You are repeating things that you heard morons say, and that's not going to work. What you're going to have to do is go into these spaces with these conservatives and repeat things that conservatives say, repeat things that Republicans say, right? You can't do it because if you remember, one of my first ideas for my channel, I was going to do a completely gullible character called Sasquatch who reads the news and believes it. Will literally read 2 contradicting stories back to back and do the mental gymnastics necessary audibly on file. And it gave me splitting headaches.
Oh.
I do believe that not doing that run of shit was the reason God gave me a broken mic. Because I tried so hard to make it happen. It was going to be so funny. I was going to run a long troll. The whole idea was going to be that you can't tell if I'm left or right because I argue both sides with absolute dedication.
Squatch. If I send you this mic, will you use it?
For what?
Huh?
I mean, $20 is $20. We can talk about it. Like what?
No. Talking about since you always got mic problem, whatnot. If I send you this, will you use it?
Oh, no, ma'am. I know you don't understand. I don't have mic problems. I have laptop problems. My laptop is like 6 years old and it's been literally sitting right here. I clean it out about once every couple months, blow everything out and make sure everything can breathe and whatnot. But for a really, really long time, the way I had my rig set up, I had a echo built into my sound system that I couldn't figure out where it was coming from. And about 2-3 weeks ago, I was fucking dreams, right? I was asleep and woke up in the middle of the night and went, I'm not supposed to have StreamYards in the fucking mixer. I just said it out loud. It's not, Edge shouldn't be in there at all. Edge, the only thing I should be able to do with Edge is hear it through my earphones. It shouldn't go through anything. And I woke up 2-3 o'clock in the morning. I went over and turned on the computer, went in, turned that thing off, uninstalled it, and it's been fucking crispy good ever since. I no longer have this ghost echo running around in the background that my computer's constantly trying to echo cancel out. All of that shit's gone. My shit used to frag out about once every 6 hours. It would sit around and just cook, and it'd slowly get fucking, I could smell the goddamn thing getting hotter and hotter and hotter. Sometimes I'd just back out and restart and come back in, every 2 hours to keep from getting to the point where it got hot. And so now it's not having to do that. Like this bitch ain't even got a fan running on it right now. it's like a brand new computer, but at the same time, there's this problem, and I haven't quite identified why this stuff happens. Give it a second. Yeah, there it goes. Starts doing that sketchy stop motion shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why I got all my backgrounds off and everything.
Yeah,
I'm not
mine.
sure what's up with
Mine shit out on me. That's why the last few I'd done, I was using the boy's computer till he kicked me off of it.
You deserve every minute of it.
Need my
That's
shit
true.
back, yo.
But my Minecraft. Dude, you fuck up my Minecraft world, I'll be pissed.
Yep.
I'll be pissed, bro. I'm a grown ass man. I'm gonna be grown ass pissed. Like, I'm not joking. Because here's the thing, I searched all over the world. Like, literally, I spent a year picking my world so that it would have all the things that I wanted to have somewhere near the startup, and I wouldn't have to go hunting across the universe to find the things that I wanted, right? Like the specific things, like some sheep, some taters, a village. Cool place to build. And you can go look up seeds, and you can put in the seed you want to start on. And I found one that was broken by every description you could possibly imagine. The only thing that's not at start is, I think, no, there is a shipwreck there, is the end portal and a enemy spawner.
Do you remember when they came out with that offshoot called Story? What the hell was it called? Story Tales. It was Minecraft based, and I can't remember the exact name of it.
Mojang don't share real friendly, so it might have been some sort of like spinoff, but Mojang don't share.
Yeah, and the people that had done the first two set games.
Oh no,
When
that's what's the name of Stardew Island? No, Pet Pals.
No, I'd have to go down and get it.
But it's not Minecraft, because there is not a Minecraft 2.
Roblox.
Roblox.
Nope, it was Minecraft. It was. Let me go down and see if I can find that damn title. But the developers of the game went under. So they took it off the server. They killed the server for the game.
Okay. Well, that's what I'm saying is that shit ain't happening to Mojang.
God, my son,
Mojang's owned by China. It hasn't
my
gone
son
under.
had a connection fit. And so I finally found the fix so that he could play it again. But that was a pain in the ass when they killed their server.
One of my best bit of programming I ever did. I'll never be able to do this shit again. There's a game called Baldur's Gate, and it's the original like 6 or 7 CD disc installation setup. And while you're playing the game, you're supposed to, when you go in different areas, you pop in different discs to play different parts of it, right? Really, really hardware intensive sort of game. What I did, and this took me about 6 months to figure out, and this is probably the worst coding job anyone ever did ever, is I found a hard drive, and I installed everything on the hard drive you would need to run the game, and everything from the game, and then partitioned everything out onto the individual drives, and then set up the little, what do you call it? Not basic, it's after basic, like Python or what the fuck ever. The little code string to make it work as if it were all of the discs of the game combined with the full installation package directly off of the hard drive. And so I had this little fucking box that I could carry to your house, plug into your computer, restart your computer, and play this game like it was sitting there in front of me, right? And it was one of the coolest things they did. Somebody stole that motherfucker, and it pissed me off because all the save files and everything were in there. and I had the most gacked up fucking team you'd ever seen.
I put it in back chat, Sasquatch. It was called Story Mode, Minecraft Story Mode. Made by Telltale, whatever the hell the company was.
Undertale?
No. I just dropped it in the back chat. The name, the game. It's called Minecraft Story
Why
Mode.
is it asking me for my mother's maiden name? No, seriously. Yeah. Okay. So no, these are different servers, right?
Yep.
So he was playing on a particular server or whatever, and the people that were running the server went under.
Yeah, the gaming company that developed it. Yeah.
Well, no, not the game. No, the server company that was managing it, and the people who were managing it. Because this is like, it's like the difference between a gentleman's club and a strip club, right? In a strip club, the public is invited. In a gentleman's club, you have to be a member, right? So this is all Minecraft, all under Mojang. But Mojang is not in any way directly related to this in any way other than the fact that they developed the game that is used for the real life mode. And then the story mode is done, you go in and you have jobs, you have things you're supposed to do, you have all this stuff that's right there in front of you that people have already built, and there's a full community on the server that's there already. The people who were running the server went under and failed to maintain the server. And so it got
actually the software developer went under.
I'm going to try this one more time, brother. This is the last time. I'm going to move on. Okay?
All right.
Mojang is owned by China.
Okay.
It can't go under.
Mojang, I'm talking about the
now, the story mode thing, that's a server. That's part of the Manhattan Center for Science and Mathematics thing. Right? It's a series designed in Minecraft by people who are not directly related to Minecraft, and yes, they have little mini games and stuff all in there, and it was supposed to be a candy land for kids.
Telltale Games was the publisher of it. They licensed from Mahjong.
Yeah. Well, no, they don't. That's why they got took down, is because they did not actually have permissions to do those things from the sources that they got permission from Mojang, but they didn't get like fucking The Walking Dead, A Wolf Among Us, Tales from the Borderlands, Game of Thrones. They didn't have permissions to do those things, which is probably why they got took down. Yes, Mojang. Yes, Minecraft. No, not under. The people who designed the mini game, all of the skins and stuff for use in Minecraft, created these things to sell, and they were making money selling them, but it doesn't belong to them. It belongs to George R.R. Martin and fucking Stephen King, and whoever wrote The Walking Dead actually owns that IP. And so legally, Mojang can provide the base for it without benefiting, taking no money from it. And it's fine, but the people who are actually running the servers and writing the stories and converting the assets over into Mojang usable assets, they're the ones who are responsible for the monetization of these story mode tales. And without proper IP access, they would be cease and desisted into non-existence. I'm just saying, Mojang is one of the most conservative fucking companies in the history of the world. Like, it hasn't changed its business model significantly since what's it called? Microtransactions was the last major format update. And ironically, that is exactly the way you get into doing the story mode. The story mode. Is that what it was? Yeah, story mode. You have to get the
Actually,
special package or whatever.
Microsoft owns Minecraft.
Microsoft.
Anybody want to answer
owns-
Allwine's question? Grassy Ash's question?
Hold on. Let me see.
Grassy
I'll take a look at it and see what it says.
Where's
Which
this
one?
question?
It's in the chat. Where BOG?
Nobody knows. He's a fictional creature and doesn't actually exist. He's a figment of your own imagination. He's literally that whore of another color. Send money me, money now. I don't know. I can't push the buttons, or I would. I can push some buttons, but nobody wants to hear it. It's like this one.
Smells like a wet shit in a Waffle House in here.
I love how he does it. Like, oh, you don't want to play my shit? All right. Boom.
No, it's not that. It's just like
I got me.
when back when I started streaming, there wasn't a whole lot to speak of in format availability, and because I wanted to do a different sort of show than was typically done, which is really common now because of the way StreamYard works, you can easily do what I used to do, and I used OBS to perpetrate all of that shit. It was kind of a tricky thing too.
I'm getting to wonder if he didn't fall asleep after his conversations.
We'll get that one. You'll get that phone call here in a minute.
Speak of the devil.
Yeah, because I sent him something.
Ish Cat Tootie sent me a $20 cash out. Said, "Get to work." Oh man!
Finish the sentence.
Oh, I didn't see all of it.
Autobots, roll out.
Oh, you gonna get a refund? I ain't finna read that. I'm just gonna get to work,
Sir,
Huggy.
If you're gonna try to do Optimus Prime, you should do that man justice.
Shut the fuck up.
Autobots, roll out.
Children.
Not having any of it today, Sasquatch.
Yeah,
Not having it.
I'm in my villain arc, bro. Look at me over here. I'm going full Bond villain. I'm gonna have a cat and a claw and go. Next time, Gadget. You're just bald. Stop it. That doesn't make you evil. Just because you look evil doesn't make you evil.
I'm
sorry, dude. Fuck.
You just see him slowly put on red suspenders. Whoa! Evil! Donnie Darko.
I didn't mean to be that evil.
Mask. All right, guys. I'm pretty sure that Chuck, Tootie, and Sasquatch have been entertaining y'all for 2 hours, and that is not cheap. You know, I have to be paid for that. You know, electricity costs a lot of money. We're running a business here. You guys should send me money. I'm kidding.
You have consumed product. Now pay for product.
I did.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're enjoying the content that you are consuming, feel free to realize that this is not a fucking soup kitchen. That's $Orthodox Guy. Donate now.
Base.
Nice.
Let's go.
That was good.
Let me share the
I'll
links.
take back that bald comment earlier.
Yeah, I need to get paid for my 2 hours. This shit don't come free.
Dennison,
It's the
it does
Urban
not
Dictionary
say
soup
Morningstar
kitchen.
mission.
Yeah, but there's free burritos.
Wait, no,
Ew.
They're not free. That's what the fucking workers left behind.
And that's not a burrito, sir.
And this is a Waffle House, sir.
You find a burrito in a Waffle House, don't touch it.
Fuck all. Really do hate.
I know a guy who got fired for cooking pancakes at a Waffle
Every
House.
ounce of my being.
Of course you do. He's me.
You could just die peacefully in your sleep. No real hard feelings, but just don't come back tomorrow.
I've been doing all
What?
of that. I done did all that stuff. I
What
did all
did
the
you do?
pimping. I've been linking. I've been doing all of it.
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
Slacker.
And she
Wake
paid
up.
for the privilege. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody give a round of applause to my cash app. No, wait, to Tootie Bug.
Oh, it's too bad you're married, Tootie. That's all I have to say.
I mean, when I build my ranch out west, it might not matter so much. There's a lot of acreage over there.
Well, Jamie can be your first buddy on the ranch.
How do you feel about riding cows?
I can see with that mask
Hey,
going riding
before
the
you're a
cow.
cowboy, right?
I like fat chicks.
I knew you was gonna say that, bro. I knew you was gonna say that. That is
What did you say? I was
I was
coughing.
gonna say, who are you calling a cow?
he said he likes fat chicks, Sasquatch.
That's fine. I mean, I'll have a few of those too, quite frankly.
That's what,
I'll
that's why
take
I
two.
always say fat women need loving too.
They gotta pay.
I jiggle and wiggle, so you know.
You got it.
My favorite part, no matter where you grab them, it feels like a boob.
Oh, that's a little bit too big.
You Tucker? Where are you
I'm a
being
big
bound?
game hunter over here, bitch. I'm a Sasquatch. I'm from the fucking Ice Age. I still want my mammoth bitches. Death by snoo.
All right, give me one
Where the fuck
second.
did that come from?
Tucker is seeming like he has to go pee pee boo boo. He's sitting there whining.
Sure.
You come in just in
Sure.
time to go out. I got you. I see how you do us.
Yeah, you see how he's doing it, don't you?
Man, got to drive me to drinking.
You know, this is I must recommend this Squatch if you're able to partake. Smoking a J or a bowl, as whatever you choose. Cones, I prefer cones. With this lovely blend right here.
Fuck that. Like, let me tell you what I do
I
with
feel
first of all,
fucking fantastic right now. Okay.
First of all, I don't drink monsters because they induce palpitations in me. I'll be sitting around
Good
sweating
reason.
and looking half dead.
The only ones that I can drink are the juicy ones. The ones that, you know, half monster, half juice. Where it's
It's like a half gallon. Fuck that. What I do, I'm really sensitive to that type of shit for whatever reason. And
that's why I
so
said if you can partake. Had a feeling.
I keep a Red Bull in my refrigerator. And in the event that I come in here and I'm sitting here trying to do the show or whatever and it's not fucking working, I can go drink that Red Bull and you can't shut me the fuck up if you want to for the next 3 hours. I will win every debate. I will burn down every fucking bridge. I will rebuild the goddamn bridge and burn that bitch down too. And it's like China White to me.
You're a Red Buller. Okay. Use the Red Bull then. Just do them together.
I know.
First of all,
that day,
madam,
that day I
I'm a little
screamed for
embarrassed that
30
you don't think I'm
hours.
high all the time. I try. Second, I don't know, man. Palpitations hurt. I don't like them.
That day that I was drinking the damn espressos all day. Holy shit. That about did me in. One or two
Those guys
fine,
are
but
lightweights.
lightweight.
Oh.
I dropped more pounds than a maternity ward, bro.
Highlight Donna somebody. Her last statement there for you fellas.
That sounds slightly dangerous. Is it live? If it's live, I'd be real careful with that. You're liable to catch a stray.
The hell was that?
Who sung? Not everybody at once.
The fuck are you talking about, little girl?
Somebody
Villain
did
art.
some kind of singing. They said or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was, Tootie.
Chuck heard it too.
I did. I do not know who it was.
Now, mind you, me and Chuck both are probably at least
Crack
3
babies.
quarters deaf,
Oh.
but you know.
But you
We're
could
not
say crack
senile yet. We're not senile yet.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm starting to wonder about that.
I'm too young to get senile.
I'm talking about me. I can't tell you how many times I've walked into the kitchen and stood there wondering what the fuck I came in there for.
Oh, don't you love that?
Food.
Well, no, I just ate. I've still got the fucking sandwich in my head from the last time I came in here. That wasn't it. I came here for a specific reason. And usually what it is, I wasn't going to the kitchen. I got distracted by the kitchen. I was going to the truck to go get something out of the truck. And then on the way, got distracted by the kitchen and would go back to my room, sitting around going, oh, fuck. Well, damn it, I left the damn thing in the truck. Head back that way and get distracted by the kitchen again because now I need a drink to go with my sandwich that I made first time.
Near.
Nar.
Nar. Donna said Adele, it's really live because it's always on. Kind of like the sack squatch. Always on. He seems like he's always live, but no.
I'm always somewhere.
It's just clips over and over again.
Just
I still love him though.
not where you expect. Maybe. I'm in a bush. Shut up.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
I was just thinking the same fucking thing. Cosmic Fox. Cosmic Fox has something in common with like a similar sort of endless loop. Kind of like pretty much everyone from the Crucible crew about religion, except she does progressive.
Religiously.
But it's like religion. It's progressive.
Yeah, I know I fucked up. Get over it. These stupid cats don't like salmon.
Damn right it's Janice, that motherfucker. I always figured it might be Murphy too, because he's a real bitch.
Oh my God, Donna, send it to OG, please. Oh, Donna and her clips. I tell you what. She's a master. Yes. Sorry, carry on. She sent me something. I want OG to play it if you can.
What do you got?
Let me see.
He's not here. Is it not bad or what?
It's okay. I'll send it to you, Chuck.
Oh, what the hell? I say,
There
boy,
you
what
go.
the hell's going on here?
I have no idea, young man.
Oh, who disappeared? Oh, who? Chuck disappeared. Oh, crap.
I have a question
Here,
about a
what
live
you can
stream
say.
I have an
later.
answer.
I hope so. God, I wish somebody could answer this. How are you how can you debate feminism, two feminists against each other?
I don't know.
I don't either. I don't see how that's supposed to work.
Put a dick in front of him.
All right. I am back. Sorry, Tucker.
Well, at least one of these chicks has an Adam's apple.
Well,
What?
whichever one gets it to fucking come, obviously they're the master debater.
Let's go. Wait, is Paige in here or something?
No, I was just noticing that there's a debate scheduled for later today tonight, and it said feminism is beneficial for women, and it's two feminists. I think they're going to say yes.
And there was peace in the land and much rejoicing.
Wait. Have y'all seen the videos that the Babylon Bee has been dropping recently about AI shows us what the world would look like without Republicans and without Democrats?
No.
Oh my God. Hold on. I can't remember.
I know what they copyright strike people.
That's why. That's why
I remember seeing that, Tootie.
That's why I was asking.
I saw that when it happened. That was hideous.
Wait, what?
Throw the clip in the back and let him play it. It's funny.
I sent it to him in Discord.
Oh, he's got it?
Yeah.
But I think she's got a broken nose on top of it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It is strange. The things people will do for the 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah, I saw the where it was taking place at. That's why I said, okay, I want to make sure.
Yeah.
Y'all watch it first.
During the 5-minute drive, she's had an opportunity to calm herself.
People been getting struck enough nowadays. Don't need to add.
I heard that again that I didn't hear.
No, it's that was actually not copyrighted at all. Trying to find this video.
The problem with that clip, Tootie, is I think that's ABC, which is owned by Disney.
Yep. It's like, what doesn't Disney own now? My God.
But
they own Raising Arizona, and that makes me mad.
There's a lot of things that they own now, and I'm just like, motherfuckers. Yeah, because I've refused to get Disney Plus shit. I will not do it. I will not pay for it.
I pirate everything.
Well, in that case, there is asking. No, that's not it. We asked AI to simulate what it would be like if the U.S. had no Republicans. Is the video?
Is it
other
from
one? Yeah.
Yeah.
The other one, however, is diametrically opposite. And they asked what it would be like if there were no Democrats.
It'd be glorious times in the city.
Dude. It's fucking hilarious.
Did you just say what I think you said?
Did you see that the other day? Was it the Attorney General and the Department of Agriculture were trying to bust up some of these conglomerates.
Give me 1 second, because I know the bitch ass motherfucker's still watching. Hold on.
What? Leave Dennison out of this.
I'm not talking about Dennison. Dennis is the homie. Give me one. Fuck you, Craig. You a whole bitch. I don't know why you still got a wrench over here talking shit.
Not me. That'd be on you, OG.
Nah, I know. Fuck you, Craig. You're a whole bitch. It's men like you the reason your country's being taken over by Muslims. Pussy. Yeah, all act feminine.
Akbar.
Bismillahirrahim. Alhamdulillah.
What the hell?
I need you to do some voice work for me, OG. Listen, bro. I've got a Fallout 4 setup that I've started, and I call it Gaming Wrong with Sasquatch. And in the process of putting together the character, he got named Scandrew Wilson. And his
Okay.
purpose is to bring Christianity to the wasteland.
God, dog.
Yep. And I was thinking it would be funny to have some voiceover work done on some of it. Because I'm going to do a lot of it's going to be done in the Foghorn Leghorn bullshit. Have you heard the good word? I'll say, boy, it's about time you accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and personal Savior.
Only if Scandrew Wilson has a suspiciously chunky, beak-nosed, lesser sidekick that he abuses, known as Special Vic, and he sounds
So-
like this. Oh my god!
Here's the thing. I can't do that. It's three names. It's three names, by the way. Scamdrew, Will, Sin.
That's why I did it in the chat.
I know. You did good.
That's why I did it, so people would know exactly what it is, because it's very specific.
And so we're going to execute the force doctrine on the wasteland to create churches. And I've got to go into the settlement system and figure out how to build a church. So got to figure out how to make a cross.
Well, fuck the
whole
game.
thing.
I think you ought to do that down there in Georgia.
Bro, we got so many street preachers in this motherfucker, you can walk across them and not get your feet wet in a stiff rainstorm. So, like, I'd be just a dime a dozen doing that shit. I was like, over here we can save souls by the bushel.
By the bushel.
Oh, by the way, OGRLM said she had to go to bed. She was,
I already know. Do y'all really think me and her don't? You really think we be flirting for fun? I already knew. Papa already knew. It's okay. I like all the
yeah.
Daddy already knew.
You better get back to the real world and get out of fantasy land.
She invited me into her bush.
That she did.
Look. All I'm saying is she's in Central Florida. I'm in Central Georgia. That's less than 500 miles. All right.
Yeah. At which point?
I will long dick the shit out of that old Latina chick.
Like they say in wrestling. Let's get it on.
Oh my god.
The fuck you mean? She is
So,
a nice,
I was-
sweet, beautiful woman that can cook. I will wipe
I was
that up.
just looking, and there are 373 clinics between your place and hers.
When you live in delusion,
Challenge.
you end up with nothing.
Oh man, what are you talking about? Delusion?
OG, you got a challenge in the chat, sir. Ooh.
I am not worried about no challenges. The fuck?
That just make you Eskimo brothers. I don't see the problem.
They're going to end up touching tips with each other. She won't even be around.
Chuck, I just feel like you're jealous.
Oh no, I got
It kinda
nothing to be
feels
jealous
that way.
of, sir. Nothing to be jealous of.
Then why are you hating, old man?
Because I see these people living these fantasies out on this thing called YouTube, and it's crazy.
What fantasy? Nigga, we just joking.
Yeah.
Chuck, you talk too much. Anybody ever told you that?
I have been known to burst a bubble or two.
Shit, you ain't bursting no bubble. If
Donna
I
just
wanted,
sent me that.
if I
heard.
if I wanted a lady friend of any caliber, just go out there and speak. My teeth is shine and I'm pretty for a fight, boy.
You wouldn't get
I heard
close
a
enough,
very
son.
odd theory the other day, and my brain's been picking at it for a minute. Where was
Like
the Tower of Babel?
Babel?
Sure.
The Tower of Babel? There seems
Yeah.
to be quite the argument about
Well,
that.
That's the thing, is like, so I don't know who it was. It might have been Rocky for all I know. Somebody quoted scripture at me, and it reminded me of a question I'd had when I was a kid. Why does everyone say Babel, the Tower of Babel, was in Mesopotamia when nowhere in the book does it actually say it was?
OG should have the answer to this one.
Or Beth.
The reason people think Babel was in Mesopotamia is because that's where Babylon is. And it's also one of the earliest stories we have. And so there's sort of this conclusion that seems to be jumped to by people that if the Tower of Babel existed, it must have existed somewhere in the region of Babylon. Even, that is where we get the stories from, after all. But it doesn't say that, actually. It doesn't really say much about it at all, except that it existed, and it was somewhere people could be hunting. From what I remember. And I mean, like, I'm kind of looking for pushback on this because when the first time I brought it up, oh yeah, we're supposed to be going places. I gotta go.
Well, just before you go, the Tower of Babel is theorized to be on the Euphrates River.
Theorized, but as far as the evidence, there's only references to rivers, but not named references. I'll be back as soon as I can.
All right. Yeah, it says the land of Shinar, which in biblical references is southern Mesopotamia, and it is associated with the Intimanaki ziggurat.
But that's present day Iraq, correct?
Yes.
You ever notice when liberals, like during an argument, if you're doing it via text, that they only comment on like the misspelled word or the punctuation?
Yes.
Yeah, so like same thing when it comes to the Bible and situations like this. They miss the parable of the Tower of Babel and only try and find the place, and it just annoys the shit out of me that happens so much.
Well, that's the problem when people pick and choose a particular piece of the Bible to make it apply without taking the context from the chapter from which it came from. It's kind of like when a Psalm 6 tries to take federal code that applies to a certain section of the federal code and apply it liberally across states when it doesn't work that way.
I just hate retards.
There you go. That sums it up.
I hate old men that bitch about fantasy lands. All right, how about that? I'm hurt by that.
Oh, did I hurt you? I'm so sorry. Come over here and cuddle up. I'll get you squared away.
No, you just jealous. You want to keep me all to yourself. I swear.
That's right. That chocolate, that starfish belongs to me.
No, you said land. I want to know what you was gonna say. Because that's what got me. I was like, if you bring up Landry, I swear to God, I'm taking the keys to the fortune.
Not me. Oh, no. I don't. I have nothing to do with that. I want nothing to do with that scum.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Never mind.
Yeah, I have absolutely no use for that fucking cocksucker. And I mean cocksucker.
Swidgen.
Mm.
Bye.
Oh, ever watch the show Deadwood?
Is it the cartoon?
No.
No, I didn't. I don't think I did.
Oh my God!
Dude, you're missing out.
It? Oh my God!
It's literally one of the best shows ever. It's fucking awesome.
Yes. So dirty.
Cocksucker, Swidgen.
Fucking Tucker! I didn't realize Tucker was biting me. By the way, when we were playing, and now I have like fucking gnaw mark indentions on my arm. I hate being a masochist. now it hurts now that it's swelling. I'm like, man, it's gay.
Now that's the
Your
problem I
adrenaline
have.
wore off.
I got neuropathy now, and these cats will bite my hand, and I won't even realize it till I'm got blood dripping somewhere. Like, what the fuck?
Yep.
Yeah,
Or I'm going to take something out of the oven and grab it barehanded, and it's not until the blisters form that I realize you shouldn't have done that, because I don't feel the pain immediately, which is kind of fucked up.
I'm gonna go grab my lunch. I'll be right back.
Shout out to Hillbilly Hands.
I had to leave Illinois, Jamie. I couldn't take it no more.
Listen, mentally, I don't know how the fuck I'm still here.
I'm telling you, it got crazier and crazier.
It's a shithole. It's always been a shithole. I've tried many other places. The only other place that I kind of liked was Washington State. And not on the fucking Seattle side. I was on the other side of the mountains where normal people live.
Ah, you was on the conservative side.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
It was beautiful. I fucking loved it out there. I should have never came back.
That'd be quite a change. Are you originally from Illinois?
Yeah.
Yep.
And I moved, so, funny story. I actually moved to Washington State from Florida. I was living in Florida and moved to Washington State.
Holy shit.
Why?
One extreme to the other.
Yeah. So, it was because of a door greeter.
Was this why you were still using?
No. Well, okay, so when I made the decision to move, I had already started drinking again. But, yeah.
Got blinded by the lust?
Well, I broke up with my fiance, and then I moved back home for a couple of months. And then I moved back and worked it out with the fiance for, I don't know, like a year and a half. And then finally things came to a head, and I was like, yeah, we're done. I'm done. And I walked out, and then I fucking was crashing at my buddy's house, and I thought of this door greeter who had always wanted to, fucking blow me on lunch. And I never got the blowjob, so I was like, fuck it. And she had sent flowers to the store, like, every day for a month. And I remembered the fucking email that was on the card. And so I hit her up, and she's like, offer's still open. And she was a trust fund baby, so, like, I flew out there. She flew me out there first class. It was wonderful. I was blasted drunk when I landed. And she had only known me sober, so that relationship only lasted like 4 weeks. And then I moved in with the neighbor and started fucking her. And then I stayed out there for like 3 years.
Jesus Christ.
Wow. Where was you at in Florida?
Cape Coral.
Oh, okay.
That is such trailer park girl behavior, sir.
Yeah. I was a real star when I was out there.
Yeah.
But I did the right thing, so I sobered up after like 9 months of fucking blackout drinking, and then started a company, got a shitload of work, made a fuckload of money, and then tore it all down. Shout out to
nobody tell Christine or D, but Chuck is driving me to smoke again. He's getting on my nerve, being a big meanie all the time.
What's she meaning?
I'm joking.
So what took me to Florida, Donna, was my mom's best friend. So I graduated high school, and I had gone on vacation before I graduated high school, like 2 or 3 months. And so I started fucking my mom's best friend, and then
oh Lord,
He's like
when I graduated,
trailer park
was she a MILF or a GILF?
oh, she was a MILF. She was 38. It was fucking drop dead gorgeous. And then I graduated high school and moved out there with her. Shout out to MILFs.
Apparently that didn't work out either, huh?
I mean, it lasted a long time. It lasted like 3-4 years.
Oh shit! That is a long time.
We bought a house together, had cars together, established a career out there, the whole bit.
Damn, dummy.
Mrs. Robinson, my lord.
I've been around. And it was ironic because it was right around the time where Demi Moore was dating Ashton Kutcher, so that was our excuse.
Oh shit! It was cougar time.
Somebody backstage there, OG.
Oh.
You told me not to bring anybody up, so I just let you know.
What's up, Exo?
I'm here to match you a blunt, and I'm not joking.
No, God. I'm not smoking anymore. Jesus Christ. You heathens. I've quit nicotine and weed.
Oh, they don't say that you're getting drunk to smoke then. You wouldn't have somebody up here trying to match
cheese boogers.
OG's going into beast mode, y'all.
Chuck, you gotta drive him a little more crazy.
Because you quit all three. All three.
Oh, shit.
So
somehow I think this is a New Year's resolution he's made, and my New Year's resolution is to watch others fail theirs.
I haven't smoked weed in 3 weeks, and I haven't smoked nicotine in 2.
Yeah.
And alcohol.
We're gonna try
not
to
drinking
change
either,
that.
are you?
I haven't drunk.
We're gonna try to change that so Jamie's got a job to do.
Yeah, all three. So yeah, beast mode. Keep doing it. I'm proud of that. Yes, sir.
Drinking's never been my problem. I'm trying to remember last time. I was before the fire, but I remember it was after because I think I drunk a few shots with my friend.
I think me coming up interrupted Jamie telling something though.
Jamie's horror stories. Well, let's hear about more about Jamie being a whore. Judge him.
If you'd like to hear more about Jamie being a whore, that's $sign Ebony loves me. $20 to get me talking again. $20. Thank you.
There you go. $20 is $20.
I'll smoke with you, Exile.
Hey, what's up, Pero?
Hell yeah, that's what's up, Pero. Appreciate you, my dude.
All right, Chuck, is this the part where we judge the drug users harshly now?
Yes, it is.
Shame.
That's okay. We're gonna judge you guys back.
Great. This actually feels great. Being judgmental.
These fucking sober people and their mental issues.
I was just saying, I feel bad for people with weak minds.
I know. They always quit things.
I feel bad for Exiled too.
No need to feel bad for me. Life is wonderful.
Bro, do you know what's annoying? You know how I met fucking Exile, and this is the only unique thing. Like he come here
of unfortunate events.
Yes, actually, he come here to troll me over me and 10th Man's fight, right? Before
right
that,
after I trolled 10th Man.
Well, no.
Lovers quarrel.
No, you shut up, Chuck. That'll be $50 for the gay jar. Getting gay is gonna get real expensive around here. Jamie's the only one that cuts the pass. But no, so Exiled fucking came in here to troll me about being 10th Man spat, right? And then like somebody immediately came in here and started harassing him, and I'm like, nah, like fucking Exile's a dick, but he's cool. Fuck you. You're not gonna fucking slander that man like that. Fuck you, brother. Exile got banned, and so did they.
I remember that. That's when KW paid that $20 for you to say that comment. He's like, I'm not gonna say that, and you're not getting your $20 back.
Because I had talked to you and your wife, and he was talking shit about your wife. If it was just insulting you, I would have said it. But he brought your fucking wife into it, and I'm like, bro, eat a dick. You ain't getting your money back. Ain't
Man, that
no.
KW dude, that's how can I say it? Rebel's handler. He's grooming Rebel. I
Dude's a
don't know how you
fucking
groom
creep.
a grown man, but he's trying.
Dude's a straight up creep.
Oh, you see it all the time on these
I
YouTube
would say,
streets.
don't we have a whole little cartoon about that?
About what?
The whole cuckable situation. Isn't that a bunch of grooming? Bunch of grown ass men grooming each other.
Well, hell, send KW over there. Sounds like his community.
Can you believe this? The Panelverse is putting all their best shows behind a paywall. A paywall! What a racket! They're just trying to squeeze every last penny out of their audience. It's a total scam, I tell you. A scam!
I like that one.
Me too. It sounds like the real rants that these motherfuckers be having too.
Yeah.
But
They get mad for no fucking reason. Like Abacus came over there. Abacus came over there, was bitching at RLM because I wouldn't let him come up because she gave me keys. I banned him from the trap.
Yeah, I thought that was funny the other day. Casper mad at me for bringing Nunzio over, but it was RLM that brought him over.
Well, Casper didn't know. Casper came in after Nunzio had said that he'd come over from RLM, and it was right as Nunzio was like talking you up and talking about how he did in his faces.
Yeah, he always attempts to do that. I don't give a fuck. I was supposed to be number 2 on his list of people he comes and fights. And I'm disappointed that he didn't.
I really want him to come and fight me.
good Lord. How could you take a... Oh, I could even whip that boy's ass.
Oh my God, Agripolis, you okay, brother?
But no, I don't blame Casper, and I'm not mad at Casper. Unfortunately, I know a lot of these degenerates on the internet. Been around a little bit too long.
Well, Casper's just looking out for me, man. Casper's a good,
I know.
good guy, in my opinion.
I know it was about your monetization getting taken not too long ago, and you don't want somebody getting your channel taken too.
Yeah.
Oh, phew.
Nope, I'm not here for that. I like you, OG. I don't want your channel taken either.
I want my channel to be like a bar where everybody can hang out, joke around, laugh in chat. We can argue.
That's what it is. I mean, this is one of very few places where I can see the Candleburst people and the Crucible people actually holding a conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Not anymore.
Oh, you fucked that up, OG?
Yes, he did.
I didn't fuck shit up. They come around here acting uppity, fucking shitting in my bar and got hit in the fucking head with a bar stool and thrown the fuck out. That's what happened.
In this bitch.
Look, equal rights and equal less. You come up here being a bitch saying you're a traditional Christian, running your mouth at me, I'm not gonna see it as the brat signal. I'm gonna ask you.
So it all fell out with the image shit, huh?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
I love that little Mexican to death, but fuck that nigga if he gonna be a little bitch.
It's the same old story.
I've been patient not to troll him, but every time he's been on your panel, he's cried about something or another.
Yeah. You back them into the corner, and then they're going to show their truth. They got to pick sides. I don't know why.
I mean, I wonder if he knows, like, he's like wave number 35 of we're coming here to change the internet. Ain't shit gonna change, buddy. There's been many before you for decades before you, Emmett, and there's gonna be many behind you to try to change shit. Ain't no change in this shit. It's humanity. And this is a glimpse of how fucked up humanity can be.
Damn.
Just be glad that it's monetized.
Damn.
speaking of monetization, we got horror stories for sale. I just want to remind everybody we have horror stories for sale. $20 gets you some Jamie horror stories. Donate now.
I don't like Jamie, but we share spaces together and we coexist. And I can honestly say those stories are worth $20.
I literally share no spaces with him.
Bullshit. Unfortunately, we do.
Paige is a crucible material.
I smell the tainted oxygen every time I'm near you, Jamie.
That's called Newports.
My lord. Oh, menthol or reds? Jamie.
Oh, menthol.
You know,
I'm the red.
what's crazy is that when I was little living in Charleston in the trailer park, my next door neighbors, their son, who was just like a couple years younger than me, his name was Jamie.
Jamie's the best name ever made.
Oh, we called him Jaime.
Jamie's a girl's name, by the way.
But funny enough, he looks like you.
Why do I feel like she's giving your childhood story without $20?
Yeah.
I'll give you my story, me and Tootie's story for free. I peed on Tootie when I was a baby.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
I really have a lot to say right now.
I don't even know where to fucking start.
Oh my gosh.
Tootie and my drug addled awesome uncle when he was a teenager and she was a teenager were close friends. There was a house party. My mom brought me as a baby. I don't remember this. This is completely my uncle and my mom telling me this, and my mom remembered it after she met you and y'all talked. Mm-hmm. And Tootie was that chick that whenever she was around her friends who had kids, she always got saddled with babysitting duty, and she had to change my diaper. And I was a little bastard and thought it was the greatest, funniest thing ever to pee on anybody who changed my diaper. So I let it rip tater chips.
Wow, now it's Tootie's chance at revenge. Now that they out doing activities nowadays, she should stick them with the grandchildren.
Is it possible then that Tootie could be your mom? Is that what you're saying?
Oh
no.
Oh.
Oh.
I just want to point out the fact that you just sold the story for free.
That's right. We do everything for free over here, Jamie.
No,
I thought we established that this is not a soup kitchen.
If we do everything for free over here, how come Hurricane Peril ain't got your dick pic yet, Chuck?
So true.
Nobody got that one.
Tootie, you should do a AI video of me chasing Paige and the Pleasure Squad out of the bar with a fucking bar stool.
Hold on, why the fuck do you call them the Pleasure Squad? I've been meaning to ask you that.
Yeah, me too. What exactly is the
for the low price of $19.99?
Oh, now we're gonna start charging. You son of a bitch, you.
I brought you in with the story I've already told 1,000 times.
You know what? I'm really good at weaseling my way into people's groups. I think I'll just weasel my way in over there.
They don't know why I called them the Pleasure Squad. They don't know. They're just as flummoxed as y'all are. Paige asked me yesterday why I called her the Pleasure Squad.
That's pretty bad when you're a part of a squad, but you don't know it. So what squad do you got me in?
Don't you worry about it. When you annoy me,
motherfucker, you. I knew you was labeling us all. Fucking racist.
I'm a fascist. It's what I do.
You fucking fascist.
We literally
racist.
We do evil and we make lists. Like that's literally our
I know you got us all labeled. Y'all got this imaginary shelf you got us all categorized on.
Well, at first, I remember 10th Man had me believing that you was one of his exes.
Me?
No, Exile.
Oh.
Hell nah. Nah, I've just known 10th on this platform for hella years, Chuck.
Hella years.
Yeah, I've probably known him, Andrew Brame, and fucking Joe Cool for about 20 years on this platform.
Damn.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I gotta show y'all what I did to Paige. Oh man, besides
20
this,
years.
this is the page that I would
Damn
just lay
near.
pipe to.
18.
I want y'all to
Since
understand
2013.
this is the page that would just get the dick all day
Where?
long. Right here.
That's 13 years exiled. You
Make
need,
it
you really
big
need to learn how to do math.
Yeah,
This
I
page
possibly do.
could get the dick.
That doesn't even look
Oh.
like the same person.
A rod. Well,
It
she says that's
doesn't,
her.
does it?
There's
I
a
noticed that.
filter. There's
I
a
noticed
filter
that
in
too.
use or something.
I noticed that too, but I'm just saying I have a thing for blondes. I'll debate her if she goes back to being natural blonde.
Bangs and some white lipstick do a lot, don't they?
Ladies and
don't
gentlemen,
think that's
got a bit
her.
of business to get to. $5 PayPal that says, gotta pay to see anything on Daddy Jamie. Shout out for the $5 PayPal. Appreciate you.
Daddy Jamie? What the fuck?
That's right. That's
Who's that
right.
supposed-
Big Daddy Jamie.
See anything on you, so what are you gonna put on?
Who's that supposed to be, OG?
It's gonna be that
Oh, that's
fucking
supposed to be
rabbit.
Paige.
No.
That's not her. It's been doctored extremely much.
Well, either way, I have a very funny picture of Paige. She called me fat yesterday, so I'm busting this bad boy out. Look at that fucking chin, bro. Look at
What chin?
Who is that?
Look like
That's
it's all
Paige.
face.
That's who?
That's Paige.
I bet her throat feels really good.
I don't know. Is she a carpet muncher?
She's a sniz licker. I don't know. I don't know why she like got mad because I wouldn't debate her, and then when I said, "All right, I'll debate you," she ran away.
Yep. She got what she needed from you. All that attention.
Exactly.
Oh my God, Snow, are you in the chat? Can I show everybody the fucking screenshot I got of you? Oh my, it's pretty much like it's the one I got of Snow makes me make this face. It's like, ooh, it's so good.
You see the one I got of Josh?
You better watch it. You know Snow can be vicious, though. Don't piss her off.
Why the fuck you think I asked permission before I show that bitch?
You
I
better
sent it
ask permission.
I sent it to her. Like, look, I took the screenshot. I be taking screenshots to everybody, but I'm not gonna post it up. This is just for personal use, and I don't mean that in the weirdo. I'm gonna use this later way. I mean, this right here was diabolical.
Jamie, somebody wants your link down in chat for your channel.
What the fuck is
I
that?
posted it in the chat. There you go.
Thank
Oh,
you.
no, never mind. I don't want the answers. Nope.
That's the
guess
tape.
No, it's not a taint. That is nothing sexual. What do y'all want to know what this is? That's Paige. That's Paige's
no,
fucking gobbler neck.
Oh, shit.
See, I had ammunition and I could have used it yesterday, but I chose to be a better, kinder, gentler black man. All right.
So you decide you was gonna
what the
start
fuck
war
happened to
this
that black
morning
man?
instead.
What happened to that black man? He was lynched by a bunch of religious fanatics.
A bunch of Orthodox.
Yeah, a bunch of ortho brothers and sisters. See, I'm gonna show that in full. What are you chewing on? Yeah, you can chew on that. So I had to stop Tucker before he broke something. I had to do it. I had to do it. I had to do it. All right, look, I'm just saying I had to do it.
Yeah, now you're at war with them people forever because now it's going to be an
I love
emotional
that picture.
debate of
Now,
how you showed the creases and crevices in the turkey gobble neck that she's
you
been
see it
attempting
though?
to hide her entire
I
life because
love
it's an
You
insecurity.
you see the guy. Go. The fucking
Yeah,
turkey
right. This
neck
is
ass.
how fucking OG ends up becoming a fucking Canadian national.
Hey, whoa, hold on. I don't like that.
He's gonna fly
Yeah.
up there and fucking check out what that neck do.
Well, when she did that, when they played that dance video, whatever stream it was on, I immediately seen the skin flying around
Mm,
on her arms and stuff. So I knew there
that's a
was,
tragedy.
yeah, there was definitely extra there.
They're called handles.
She's like, I look so young and beautiful, but also this.
Chuck's saying there's so many handles there, you can make another person out of it, though.
I don't give a fuck. We could make a limousine out of it as long as I'm in it.
The only handles I worry about are the ears.
Those are good ones. They're a little faulty at times. They do tend to malfunction.
She don't like this picture too much. She's demanded I change this one. She was like, "Get my face off your avatar."
Hey, you guys.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm trying to bait the
I
bitch
thought
up.
it was Noel's sister for a second. I was kind of confused.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No, you just didn't.
Noel's sister.
This is one of my favorites though. This is one of my favorites.
Welcome, new
Can you put a straw in that picture?
I probably could Photoshop. I got Leonard. I just want to put a big fat meaty cock in that one.
Who is that?
That's
You can
Leonard.
put a straw in that picture too.
It's Leonard.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I know on Flo's last night they was trying to hook Duck up with Noel. Oh, that went bad.
No,
that was
I am disappointed in y'all for that, for encouraging that.
That was
Like
fucking
Duck was actually right about that. Like,
what up, CC
Well,
Truck?
she almost took her clothes off when Crack Baby and her were up there.
No.
You know
She has
what?
a habit of doing that.
And this
That
is why
was
we've been
amazing
screaming,
to see.
cancel Noel, goddammit.
That was amazing to see.
There's a number of reasons why that shit is not right.
Well, Dusty put me up there, and I'm like, take me down, because out of nowhere, Noel was like, Orthodox guy asked to see my boobies, and I had never talked to
Oh,
that
hell
before in
no.
my fucking life.
what?
You were there for that. This was like last year, right? Like
Oh,
before the house,
shit.
like
Yeah.
a month before the house fire. And I was like, nah, Flo, take me down right now.
I
I'm
can
not
vouch for
playing.
that because, like, shit, you've asked before when she tried to hit your panel, does anybody know her? And everybody told you, you know, it probably wouldn't be a discussion for her, and you didn't let her up. So, yeah, you don't know her.
I don't let special needs people on my panels. That was
Donna
a
said she was
I remember
messaging
that,
Crack
yeah.
Baby all night. Oh boy. Crack Baby gonna hate us.
See, I don't understand why people play with those kind of people. I mean,
Thank you.
Because they're
Craig,
fucking
baby,
sick.
Well,
why the fuck
well-
are you getting this girl's number? That's kind of strange.
well, take it into consideration.
she hold on, wait, all right, look, I think Crack Baby's a little turch too, first off, and I ain't trying to insult the guy. I like Crack Baby, but
Yeah, but he's not on that level not to know better,
she looked up his Discord and was messaging him. He's got a wife, and he was trying to sell Flo and them not to do that.
Right.
Like he was lit like
Okay,
I
I'm just
wound up.
making
I
sure
wound up.
because
I
there's
wound
been
up
some
muting
people
her.
trying to take advantage of that special needs girl, and those people are a little thrown off too, but they ain't mentally challenged like she
And
is. You know what I'm
and
saying?
that's
They know what they're doing.
the foundation of my point I'm trying to make here, guys, is we all know she's mentally challenged. And the behavior we saw on here last night, that's only conditioned. You don't learn that kind of behavior on your
I'll be
own.
back.
Somebody took advantage of this girl and conditioned her to behave in such a manner that she's uninhibited. She has no shame about it. Where do these people come from? See, that's what bothers me. It's not that she acts like that. It's who conditioned her, who trained her to do that, who took advantage of her and conditioned her to do that.
The drama community.
No, it had to be somebody in her personal life.
Yeah, I'll have to agree with that.
I would bet that it's literally everything that she's experienced online.
My bad, wizard.
Well, you know where she hangs out the most, right? Where I've seen her the most.
She's literally been everywhere online. Like, it's crazy the amount of places that she gets herself into.
Like I don't know how to feel about it because she's obviously conscious enough or sentient enough or smart enough to get into these communities and find everything.
Yep.
And like she doesn't have a caregiver to watch. It's like the angel dude from CT's community from like 2 years.
Yeah, Angel. I remember Angel.
Whatever happened to him? Did he fucking die or something?
I don't know. Last time I seen him, he was punching holes in the walls where he lived.
Donna, yo.
I don't know whatever happened to him.
Look at what Donna sent me in the bat chat, y'all. Fellas.
Yeah.
I'm sub to that channel, girl. Ain't nothing funny about that. That's some serious fucking ass popping over there.
Serious ass pop.
Oh,
Yeah, it's mechanical bull riding over in Europe somewhere.
thank Donna. Oh shit. Let me mute this so I can.
Leningrad, I think, is where she said, which would be what, Russia?
Leningrad, what?
That may be so.
Well, Donna, I don't think they have.
PC Truck TV 17. Nah, they definitely haven't, bro. Because I knew about Noelle on CTs. I just never. I don't panel with special needs people. Like I learned my lesson arguing with Angel because I'm autistic, and I get too pissed off, and I say mean things to special needs people, and I'm like, people can't tell that I'm also autistic and retarded.
Here's the thing with that. Noelle is and Pero are the same thing. And I'm talking about Hurricane Pero, not Pero.
I was going to say,
they are the same in the head. They both have the same issues. It's just Noelle's is a little bit more extreme with how she acts in her female ways.
And she will be,
you know,
and it's spelled entirely different. It's spelled entirely different, and the pronunciation would follow. Mine is El Perro. His is Hurricane Paro.
Pero. You got to roll your arms.
No. It is not hello. It is not. It is not Spanish. It is ancient Kemet. stands for temple.
Well, should be on 2 or 3 channels at the same time.
Hey, whoa! I feel like you're calling me out now, Chuck.
No. I meant her abilities.
Oh,
She can be on 3 different shows.
I be on 3 different shows all the time.
But
So,
you don't come
Donna-
across
No,
as
but you're not as bad off in the head as she is. Or
So, Donna, what you're talking
anyway,
about
you have
is
to
when
present-
Andrew. What you're talking about is when Andrew reached out to her parents. There's been a couple people that have contacted her parents and informed them of her online activities. Her dad is extremely well off financially, but he works a lot. She had a caregiver for a certain amount of time, and then I think it stopped. But her parents are well aware of what takes place, and they just keep letting her get on the fucking computer. Can't really limit her. You can't really stop her.
Shit, take that goddamn computer, take that goddamn Ethernet cord like my parents did to me when I was a kid.
Right?
Yeah, give me that.
That's where
bitch.
her brain is stuck, is in a childlike state. You have to treat her in a childlike manner and punish her in the childlike ways, because that's all she can comprehend. I mean, am I right, or is that wrong?
Nah, there's got to be some lines drawn. Like, she does have an adolescent mind, so you really gotta. It's a fucking hard situation with a situation like that.
I mean, I'm sure that her parents have, like, because of her mental state, complete.
So I want to tell a story that y'all probably aren't gonna find funny, and I don't care if you judge me. In fact, it's gonna cost you $10. How about that?
am I going to need a note?
Fucking learning.
Do I need a notebook to take notes for this story?
I don't give a fuck, but it's a doozy. It's worth hearing just for the shock value alone.
Oh shit!
And
He's
yeah,
coming
Tootie,
out.
I do believe her dad has a conservatorship or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
that
that's
there is
what I
a
was-
situation like that.
Yeah, that's what I was. The word I was looking for. Like the guardianship, conservatorship. Yeah, to where they're responsible for her because
Right.
she's not adult enough to be responsible for herself. No matter
Right.
what age she's always going to have the same state of mind.
Yeah, she is insanely crafty when it comes to like technology. Like, she's very tech savvy, so it's fucking wild.
Most autistic people are.
Nolts, you don't sit right with me either, so just shut the fuck up.
Do you and Not Lost have a history, Jamie?
No, just looking for a target, trying to get him to kick me.
Fair enough.
Put your money where your mouth is, bitch.
I like money. Oh, fuck. Holy fuck, I haven't been asleep since yesterday morning. I'm not on drugs, I swear to you good people.
What the? You,
I
you,
just
you were
can't
supposed to like go chill out last night when we got off.
But I did.
But he doesn't. Tootie, he don't. That's the problem. He don't know how to turn it off.
So rude, Christine. You know, first off, I'm glad to know that you got married. I hope you have bunches of little crab babies. But
Is
first
this
off, it's not
jealousy
a
I sense?
poop story. No, it's not jealousy, Chuck.
Nolts, you should put your comments in the notes section of Cash App or PayPal. I'd be more receptive.
The notes section of PayPal or Cash App.
And if you really want me to take heed to it, you know, put it in triplicate, like send 3 Cash Apps, and I'd be even more receptive.
Christine, I got good news. I finally updated Marvel Rivals and switched it to the solid state drive. So now you still don't, Gavin. Now you're still not gonna heal me when we play. Not Laws. What the fuck?
Gay. If you'd have put that note in the notes section of Cash App, I'd have said "gay for pay." I mean, you can prove everybody wrong.
Well, congrats and F off, OG. Well, you know what? You could fuck on, Christine. You could fuck on the crab.
Go make some Krabby Patties.
Make some little Krabby babies. You've already got the name change. I wish she was up. I wish she was up. I really do.
You like what's playing in my background, OG?
I can't see what's playing in your background because my eyes are like barely open. Like I'm about to pass the fuck out. I can feel it coming.
Pause.
No. All Diddy. I'm gonna grab it and squeeze it until it stops.
Oh dear.
Never leave a job until it's finished.
So will you be letting Hector having a 5 first? She got married and stopped being mean and became rude. Let's go.
What do we refer to her now as? Mrs. Rude?
No, she's still so rude, Christine.
She used to be so mean, Christine. Now she's so rude, Christine.
You hate us all, but you're the one who did the name change, Christine. Christine, it's your own fault, Christine. You're suffering. You are suffering the repercussions of your actions, Christine. Jesus. Christine.
Sweet, sweet Christine.
I'm not sure how crabs have babies.
Christine, are you like the old Christine from Boss Bitches panels or no? I think no, but I just had to ask just in case.
You know what? That's my narrative now. Christine is old as fuck. She says she's about. Hello, stop saying my name like that, OG. Okay, Christine. I'll stop saying your name like that, Christine. I'll stop saying your name like that, Christine, for $5 reduce.
Oh my god.
Well, for the low price of $10, we can show her that video.
Ask me about my Cash App.
About my Cash App. The new adventures of old Christine. Christine, I haven't smoked, drunk, or did anything again. I did tell everybody not to tell you and D that Chuck was driving me to smoke because he was being mean to me, but that was just a joke. I wanted to tell you before some of the Crucible people are using against me. Ugh. I'm gonna become super paranoid now and be like, oh god, Crucible people everywhere.
Oh, Jamie, she wants you to repeat your question to her.
Oh, I wanted to know if you were the Christine from way back in the Boss Bitch days when Boss Bitch still did panels that were fun and shitty music, but fun. I don't think it's you, but just in case, I wanted to confirm. Probably not.
Well, you did say call her old, and I said it's my new narrative now that Christine is old.
Well, that's okay. For $5, you can run with that narrative.
Now I'm being drugged into your. What the hell?
Oh, okay. Yeah, two different people. You're from Speakeasies. That's unfortunate.
Damn, Christine. How wouldn't he be? There's some things you couldn't waterboard out of me. Like the fact I didn't come from Speakeasies, and I'm proud.
Oh, she's one of those speakeasy girls, huh?
I'll pray for you.
Oh, I knew it, but I just wouldn't have ever admitted to it or snitched on you about it, Christine. Lawrence, just for the low price of $5, I can answer that question. No, not a speakeasy girl. Christine, you were a speakeasy wine mom. Christine. All right, so either there are some women that I love being a brat to, like an old annoying younger brother. Christine is one of them. Christine. Boo! Boo! Christine. Boo! Don't make me go. Bring it on, Christine.
What did you say her name was?
Christine. I don't know. In commemoration of me and Christine's epic boxing match, I'm going to give you the call to prayer now. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah. Bismillah. There you go. The fight is now sanctioned.
We can do it.
Hello, Beth.
Hello. I'm sorry, I was dealing with a family emergency.
How dare you deal with family? How dare they have emergencies? You tell them
We're your
that.
family.
And we're your cult. I mean, family.
What have I missed? What have I missed? I just know I looked at my phone and I had a message from Judy saying, "Get your butt to OG's."
Well, I just looked at my phone and seen that there wasn't a PayPal or a Cash App, so you missed a lot.
Yep, I got none either.
I didn't get any either. I mean,
I'm gonna start narrating Christine's post. Laughing sideways emoji.
oh, I got a long fucking door. So okay, what's going on?
I'm annoying Christine.
Oh, she
One
doesn't
of
like
us.
me.
One
So
of
have
us.
fun.
Rebel.
I
That's
mean,
because you're a hoe, Beth. That's because you're a hoe.
all right, first
and
off,
I'm
we
a
ain't gonna have
bitch.
no
Don't forget I'm a bitch.
Christine slander around here.
Don't forget
Christine
I'm a bitch. Too.
is a G. I mean, yeah, but
Who called you a bitch?
I thought it was just common knowledge that I'm a bitch.
Oh.
Yeah, but whose
Okay.
bitch are you is the question.
Oh, I'm nobody's
Mm.
bitch. I am very single,
Mm.
and I'm okay with that. But if people want to make fun of me for it, they can do that.
Oh,
It doesn't
yeah,
bother me.
one piece of news you might have missed. Agapola's totaled his truck out this morning.
Oh
He got
no.
hit. He got T-boned.
Is he okay?
Yeah.
Christine gonna join the panel. So let me tell you something, brother. Let me tell you something. Will stream for food. I've already eaten today.
Did you say Christine's coming up here?
No, Christine.
Is she gonna? Is she gonna like yell at me and stuff?
Probably.
Oh, Donna, that is hilarious.
You might want to put your bikini back on.
I mean, if Christine does come up here, I would find it funny to have her yell at you. That would be very funny for me. I have heard Christine fight before.
I'm
and it's
good
quite
at getting
it's
yelled
quite
at.
funny. She's like Christine is like a scrappy little chihuahua. She's like
Christine.
A
So
little yapper.
mean, Christine.
Hey, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. It's so rude, Christine. Now,
Oh,
you know, Christine. This is how I'm gonna say your name from now on, even in the Discord. By the way, like anytime we're hey, look, you can make it stop for the low price of $39.99.
I really gotta pee, and I'm stuck in the car for like the next 40 minutes.
Oh,
Nobody's gonna know, Beth, but you.
It's raining.
Why would you
Don't
do
they
such a
won't know.
thing?
They'll never know.
Bro, oh my god, I can't wait to play Marvel Rivals now, because whenever I need to like Christine, I need heals. Heal me, Christine.
Oh, slow down, take this turn.
Go down. What?
You know, now once Brood hears the way I say Christine, he's gonna say it now to bother you. And it's going to be great. Christine.
You better not mess with this woman.
Christine. I can do it too. Why not?
Go pee in the go pee in the water radiator. If you would purposely attack, Christine may not have a wrench, but she has the wrench of wrenches called friendship.
I was being nice. I said hello.
If you antagonize the Christine,
Good point. Well, you said it would be funny for you if she yelled at me, so I was just trying to, I don't know, help you. I don't fucking know, help you out while I'm fucking stuck in the car.
why are you stuck in the car again?
It's a 40-minute drive to get back home.
Fair enough.
I'm really tired. But oh well.
Stop crying. You've been outside. You've gotten thrown around. I thought you were injured. You take a nap like a good boy. Oh.
So, what's happening, peoples?
Oh, I thought you was gonna say what's up. That's crazy.
What's up?
Hard dicks and airplanes. Which one you ride? Let's go!
Are you giving away Grid's airplanes again?
I'm a fucking I have become a menace to YouTube society, brother.
Yeah, become? Homie, you already are one.
How was I a menace before?
It just comes naturally to you. We can't figure out how the fuck you do it. You just do it.
Well, I've
It's
become
like a
even
gift.
more of a menace to YouTube society.
It's
All
like
right,
a
y'all.
gift.
Is that right?
God.
Time for me to go to bed. I will see y'all in the next one. I gotta go to sleep.
Oh, sure. I come and you leave.
That's how it works.
When one person comes, one person must go. We must keep the balance.
Well, it was nice to see you again today, my dear.
Good to see you. I'll see y'all in the next one when I wake up. Bye.
Jamie.
Thank you for
Bye.
Jamer.
Don't forget the important part. It's not the goodbye. It's the hello on the cash app. Bye.
Hello.
See,
Goodbye.
you know what the bad thing, the worst part of this fucking trip is the only city that I have to drive through where you would think there would be like public restrooms had to close all of their public restrooms due to people ODing on Fent in them. So no place has any public restrooms.
Somebody got to pop that Fent lean, bro. Somebody got to be a Fent zombie. All right, zombies need jobs too. Background characters of life, baby. Chris.
Oh, fuck that.
Look, Christine is angry.
You're really wearing this thin.
Okay. Chizuk. Look, I have to bully Christine for not healing me, okay? Gotta get the message.
Oh, look, she gave you a happy face.
That is not a happy face. That is the rabid chihuahua face I was saying. It's like, ain't that right? Christine.
Poor Christine. Why are you being so mean to her? What'd she ever do to you?
What? I'm sorry, I was booping tuck this tip.
Oh wait, that's right. She doesn't heal you. Never mind. I knew the
And
answer.
Marvel Rivals. It's very specific. She
a
tries to
mating
cannibalize.
ritual.
She tries to cannibalize me and peek. Hey, don't you crawl up on me. Ah, get off me. Your claws hurt. Hey, buddy. Hey. Who's my boy? Who's my
OG,
boy?
did you see your Discord?
No, I did not. So.
Or that's right. You're squinting right now, right?
Tootie,
yeah.
did you get the message? Did you see the Discord I sent you this morning?
All right, guys. I'm sleepy as fuck. I'm also gonna go to bed. Good night.
Well, fuck.
We can do that. Come on over.